All right. Let's get the chat in. I think we're alone. We're all alone. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. Let's actually do some shit if we're alone. That's the solution to everything. Alone stream, just fucking do shit, okay? Just do shit. Let me just make sure that everything's running correctly because I will have absolutely nobody telling me. So, alright. What stands here? I don't know. I do kinda follow it, but not really. I check my router feed to see if, like, what's going on with it. And to be honest, I'm permanently disappointed. Oh, that's fun. Okay, fuck you. Isn't there an Olympic thing? Okay. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Canada is not doing great. Normally we're pretty good at these winter thing, but yeah. We could do better. Anyway, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, like I felt like it was a big thing, but I don't know, growing up makes it feel less magical and more like a thing that happened that some people are interested in that I don't understand. But I don't know, maybe you don't feel the same way, Stan. Like I know that it's important for some people and it's okay. Good for them. Alright, what the fuck are we doing? I heard that there was some controversies with curling, but I don't follow it. I don't know if Poland even has a curling team. Good question for Poland. I'm always assuming that they all have. I guess no. Yeah, but that's not the Olympics. And we have like a total... Oh shit, I was on the right place. Well, I guess the answer is no. To be honest, only thing I cared this time was ski jumping. I don't know, like... Maybe it's because I'm Canadian, but there is some, like, patriotic pride of, like, Canadians absolutely trouncing everywhere. But, I don't know, it's not been that big, and there's been also the, you're right with the curling Canada controversy. I mean, I don't care. And it's so fucking mild. Like, people are getting so obsessed. Like, I saw some comment on some YouTube short. And people are being, like, so unhinged. It's like, bro, you've got... Who was it? Who was coming hot against them? Was it Sweden? I don't remember. Anyway, like, the other team is coming hot against the man Canadian team. And the guy from the Canadian team's like, not fuck you, but pretty much. He's pretty much going as strong as he can without saying, go fuck yourself, you fucking, and uttering racial slurs. So, like, okay, that happened. But like, do I care? Like, what would you do in this situation? Like, the other team is saying that you're cheating. You don't think that you cheated. This is a moment that will happen once per 4 years for you. Maybe the only time in your life. I don't know. I would throw fist for this one. I mean, I just like watching. I just like watching ski jumping. Modern Olympics in general is meh. Ski jumping is funny indeed. Modern Olympic in general is meh. Well, there was a funny thing with Canada that we like always fucking get. Like, for some reason we get the most claps. Okay, it just is. It's because of doping. I trained strength sports for a couple of years. I had some hormone pushes at my club, believe me. PED. It's more prevalent in general. I'm not sure what you mean by it's because of doping. In relation to what? Are you talking about the Canadian thing? Because when I say cheating with that, with the curling thing, it was cheating in sense of touching the stone, not anything else. But I know that these, like, when you're at that point in sport, yes, performance enhancing drugs, they are there a lot. Like, you're supposed to be peak human in the world for some special thing. Of course, using whatever the fuck you can will be on the table. It just is. And like these people, we need to understand the level of involvement. Every fucking day of their life is, like, for this person it was curling. For everyone else it's whatever their sport is. Like, whew, that's insane. I mean, in general, especially in Summer Olympics, I really prefer people be open and honest about doping. Everyone is taking. Adam's system is easy to cheat. Is this a term that I don't know about, or is this a miss? Oh. I don't know about that, but... I don't know, right? Because, like, I agree that we want everybody to be honest, but the issue that we have is that no matter what, we will always have this issue, right? Because if we decide to make two systems, right? Two Olympics, there's an Olympics with doping, and there's the Olympics without doping, then you're still going to have people trying to cheat, right? You're still going to have people that are going to try to fuck shit up. Like, same thing. Wait, not same thing the other way around. That's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is, like, even worse the other way around, because then you force the athletes to take, like, to dope themselves. Funny story, I stopped training my Armstrong sport of choice. Armstrong? I don't know what that means, no, but I think I get the gist. Sport of choice because I had an honest convo with choice. Either I hop on gear, or I'll have my ass beaten. Oh, strength sport. Sorry. Yeah, like, Like, I agree with you. Like, there's some sports where it's inevitable. It's just a weird dynamics. Like, anyway, I don't know. There's like no easy way to solve it. Well, yes, there is. Well, no, sorry, I'm lying. Like, the easy way to solve it would be to do better testing, but then all that you do is that you push away, like, people are still going to dope themselves. They're just going to do it within a range of days that they know that it won't be detected, like, at the end. Like, there's no way to fix this. Bad government idea, anarchy. That's true. That's very fucking bad. Like, people, like you say, bad government idea, but I feel like people have no fucking idea how bad, like, 1% anarchy is. Like, people have no idea how fucking good they have it. As much as I hate Peter Thiel, he is financing enhanced games, doping allowed, just break records, that's it, funny idea. Yeah, like that's something that I'm for, right? That's okay, that's fair. I think if someone wants to do that, good for them. And let's just be clear, somebody that we don't like, or that is an objectively bad person doing something, does not mean that that thing is bad, right? That's always something that we need to keep in mind. Or else we end up being retards and being like, electric cars are bad because Tesla and Elon Musk. So then you become a retard, right? Good government idea, social contract, assuming everyone follows. I guess. There's so many ways to think about, like, how your government should work, right? Because I think that, yeah, you were there. You were there for that. Remember that when we had that, oh no, it wasn't for the schizophrenic that we did this. Maybe you were not there. I don't remember, Ned. Like when I did the example of the, like, that's the bar of perfection, and we're just trying to push towards it, right? That's a way to view things. But there's also a very, like, conservative way to view government where you're like, we all signed a contract for living in this democracy, and we must uphold democracy by enforcing the contract. So, like, you look at government as if it's a fucking insurance contract. Like, that's an okay view. I don't think that it leads to the best ways of thinking. I'm more of a imperialist. That's just me, okay? That's just me. By the way, my strength sport of choice was arm wrestling. Wow. You must... I'm not going to say too much in the past because these things probably stick a little bit, but your build must be pretty funny, okay? Like the guy with the fucking buff taffs arms and like this slim trunk. What's this? Leg day? What the fuck is this? Bro, I got arms. Oh man. Brother, we got arm. you must sound like an Android dev, okay? Arm. The idea behind it is that people work with those they trust, so information flows way better. Arm. I'm not sure if I get what you're saying here. Yeah, but generically I still have a decent legs. My coach was joking that in order for me to make weight for a competition, I'd cut one of my legs. Based. That's pretty funny. But good on you if you have a like a fair build. Back then I was 96 kilograms. Oh, heavy is that in pound? Sorry. Canadians are weird. May I ask how tall you are? Because this will say a lot, a lot more than just that number. And also, I'm a fucking stick, okay? I'm 6'1", and I weigh... You know what? Fuck that. I weigh way not enough. 6.15 foot. Okay, so you're tall. Okay, so you were a fair fucking... Like, you were pure muscle. Okay, you were pure fucking testosterone-driven muscle mass. Okay. The binary 3 though isn't a tree though. It grows the other way. What the fuck is that phrase? You can convert with alt space K-runner. I don't even have the calculator. Okay, thank you for leaking my fucking search history. But I should probably download the calculator. Do I have it? I don't think I do. I don't. I don't know. Things are going well. Things are going well. Well, things are going well. Not really, but who gives a shit? Dot. What does dot mean? Stan, you're gonna need to explain that dot. Regular gym now, though. Huh. I cannot relate. I cannot relate. Stick-a-rooney that I am, cannot relate with training. I have... my left arm is probably the most strong thing in my body, and that's because my daughter is always on it. So. Is this a meme? Online Rechner. Oh man. No, being healthy is good. German in chat, I repeat, German in chat. No, he's not German. Ned is your run-of-the-mill. No, that's not true. He's the very special American, okay? And I'll give him the honorary partially Canadian, okay? That's the honorary, like... In that example, I'm Adolf Hitler giving fucking citizenship to a Jew, okay? That's what I'm doing. Right after a speech about guessing all the Americans. But not you, Ned. The calculator you know from school. Okay, that's a good one. But I didn't have that one. Which calculator did you have at school, guys? That was mine. Well, not that one, bro. What the fuck? I had that one. And if you were fancy, Like, if you are a rich kid, you had either that one or bring me the color one, like one of these. Like, yeah. I'm saying if you were a rich kid, and I'm talking about like kids that goes to private school. Of course, most of them had the fancy fucking one. Of course. Actually, Adolf was from Austria. Based. You know, poor Adolf was pro open border. That was your... Oh, bro. I'm sorry, but the... Oh, that hurts. It's the fucking bevels. Doesn't that feel like cheap as fuck? And the little thingy? Ugh. Like, why wouldn't you make it straight? And then corner it off a bit? I'm so homophobic. Why wouldn't you make it straight? Yeah, but it worked. It's okay. It just hurts, okay? It hurts to watch. Like, all calculators look cursed. Bro, what the fuck? That's so base, Stan. I like the... My father gave it to me. For us. They used models that was not possible. And they restricted which models you could have. Yeah, of course, I'm talking... It's going to be an old one. But... Like, am I going to scroll all the way to get an old enough one? 1980s? Based. That's what I'm talking about. That feels... Maybe you've seen this. This feels like the one that they create... Like, they used to do a lot of these things, but they put it into a little book, and you had pages to write in the book. And that was bind to it. Like, that used to be a fucking thing. But this looks so much like... Anyway. My Sib has a Pokemon installed on his calculator. Ah, yeah. Like, you can cheat so easily with these that they made us, like, delete everything that was inside of the calculator whenever we would do a test. Like, you would do the clear thing. And my tip, my trick, was that you could store it either in RAM or in ROM. So there was an option for it. When you store it in ROM, it doesn't refresh. It doesn't delete itself when you reset. So you could cheat. I have original fake letter case for it. Yeah. Like, these used to be precious. Like, it's unhinged. Yep. That kind of shit. Anyway. Bro, what the fuck? Don't we love old shit? What's been going on lately? What are the news? I clearly don't want to make anything productive today, so let's look at the fucking news. So, Andrew, the old king, not king, sorry, the old prince, not prince, brother of King Charles, probably a pedophile. Fair enough. 220 million parameters LLM on calculator based. Okay, can he fucking do it? Okay, I still have my oil stocks. Trump, can you nuke Iran? Could you do this one for me? Could you do it tonight? Okay? Tonight, I want this shit, American version, to do... straight through. What the fuck is his name? Kahimi? Fuck, I don't remember. What's the name? Not the Mahula. What the fuck? Bro, what is my brain doing? Ali Khamenei? Yes, and he's Ayatollah. Okay. My inner Iran cleric is now... I'm now a link. Can we kill this guy? That would be cool. Old tech had soul, like connection machine, CM5, this machine. Holy Ministry of Affairs said that people should get the fuck out of Iran. Wonder why. I like... We're gonna look something afterward. God told me to punt babies, so it's morally good. What do you mean by punt? What does punt mean? Punta Cana. Okay, I guess it's kicking babies. Like, if you want to know how fucked your country is, you just go to the Canada travel advisory and you look how red their shit is. Oh no. When Iraq is getting some updates. Holy shit. Yeah, and Cuba is cooked. Cuba is cooked. Okay, let's go for Iran. I want to see my... Oh, I could just write it here. Lazy bastard. That's some red bitch. Alright. Avoid all travel to Iran due to this risk of civil unrest. No shit. You should leave Iran now. Okay. I love when people that are assholes dies. Okay, I love it. Kill him. Kill him. The United States would like to advise you not to travel to the United States pretty much. Ooh, what's the travel advisory like for the US? Like, for sure it needs to be in green. But how many, like... how many things are going to be like, oh boy, I like petty crimes as like, okay, this is not Canada, guys. Don't leave your shit unlocked. You're going to be fucked. Based. Oh, man. How fucked is this country? Holy shit. There is a cemetery of Polish soldiers that fought in World War II in Tehran. I guess it will be no longer. Wait, what the fuck? No, give me the full fucking map. Can I have interactive history? Okay. Okay, I don't know what you want me to sign, but I'll do it. Okay. Oh, okay, I can just drag this shit. Okay, but it's not going to do this. Okay, fuck you. I'm confused. Not Europe. Will I have, like, more than Europe? Bro. No. What happened in Tehran? Oh, that's... You're so smart, Stan. Okay, that makes sense. Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran. The Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran, also known as the Anglo-Soviet invasion of Persia and the Allied invasion of Persia, was a joint invasion of the officially neutral imperial state of Japan by the United Kingdom and Soviet Union. Wait. I'm sorry, okay, I'm Canadian. So it was under like the peace that was taken by the Soviet Union. When was written Molotov Ribbentrop? Okay. When the fuck was that done? In 39? Brain? I'm sorry, my consequences. Okay, could I have dates so that I have more of an understanding? Fucking hell, my brain is mush on this one. German sphere of influence. That's the biggest fucking cope I've seen in a while. Okay, it was already done. Polish War. Okay. Sorry, I'll read a bit more. I told my 8th grade history teacher the US was an oligarchy. He shook his head and laughed, dismissing me. I would love to ask him what his thoughts are now. Technically, it's not an oligarchy, it's a failing democracy. Or failing republic, if you prefer. The Polish War... No, I want the Wikipedia. The Polish War Cemetery in Tehran is an historical cemetery situated in the... was made during the evacuation of Polish civilians from the USSR in World War II. Oh, okay, so it's people fleeing to Tehran. Oh. It's insane to think that Iran was like modern for some time before they were fucked like 6 times. Whew. Oh, civilians, sorry. Okay, I get it now. I get it. There's so much history. Wait, what the fuck? How does this make any fucking sense? Okay, so the street or the cemetery, I guess? Bro, I need some fucking source. Bro, that's not a date, okay? That's not a date. They're not like fucking future. Ah, of course. Give me the official. Give me that official source. Stalin truly was a fucking subhuman. Considering that you now need a birth certificate to verify your vote, and most people don't have theirs, and it's a multi-month wave, and hours in line to get it, you're skewing the votes, skewing it towards the wealthy, soft oligarchy. Oh man, there's so much thoughts that fucking go around my head whenever I read this. Like, okay. Nice, okay. Require a birth certificate to vote. I doubt it. Like, I'm saying that maybe it's true for doxing your ass for, you're in Minnesota, right? Maybe it's true for Minnesota, but, like, voting is a per state thing. So each state chooses if they need voter ID. No, but what do you mean, right? Nationwide. It cannot be nationwide. You get who has the authority to choose who vote, right? Is the states. States' right. So even if Trump or the Congress slips their cock out and is like, today, fuck you if you're poor, you don't vote. Like, I would need a source. Like, if you have a link, you can throw it in Discord and I'll look at it. But, like, it's still a discussion, right? Voter ID, USA. Voter ID laws in the United States are laws that requires a person to provide some form of official identification before they are permitted to register to vote, receive a ballot for an election, or to actually vote in elections in the United States. So here you have a list of whatever the fuck you need. So it was some state that didn't have... It's not a question of have or not, it's a question of... It's a hotly debated issue. And... Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, let's check. Okay, I'll say something before I search. Most country do require you to have some form of identification in order to vote. The idea that you're going to a fucking voting booth and just saying, I live at this address, and then, like, voting, is a little fucking sus, right? It is. It just is. But the issue... Okay, let me put full context for you. I just want to be sure, especially you, Ned, okay? Because it's your country, you need to know. The reason why it's an hotly debated issue, and that we don't just... Fuck, I'm using the we as if I'm a US citizen. Fuck, I feel dirty now. Okay, the reason why in the US a lot of places don't have these laws that forces you to, like, have identification to be able to vote is because it removes the ability for mostly black people to vote. So that's an issue. In Poland, you have to be specifically citizen, so have a passport to vote. But they check your ID, but you have to be a citizen. Yeah, and that's normal, right? So when I'm going to vote, I needed to show I'm pretty fucking sure I needed to show an ID. And they add my name. Like, I received the ballot because of course I'm bro, you think I'm not going to fucking shove my name everywhere? I received the ballot, I have a number, I go to the fucking table, because there's multiple tables in the building. They add my name in a big ass fucking book, and then I could vote. right? But like the level of identification, it's pretty fucking wide what you can show and get. But the issue in the US is that you're kind of retarded because you don't have a standard, everybody has an ID and it's given by the government and like just live with it. In Canada, we kind of do, we kind of don't. We have the same thing. We have a social security number like you do, guys. In the US, even, well, in the US, some of you don't have it, but most have. But in Canada, we also have our health card. So our, just because it's going to be in English. Oh, hip, Ontario card. Like we have a little fun card. Like this, with our province and our numbers and shit. So like everybody has this. So it's very easy to ask for an ID because it's written on it. Like even if you don't drive, which is rare. In Poland, okay, I read that. Normally the driver license would work, but Trump makes it so hard. You need proof of citizenship. Yeah, that's something that you need to be very aware in the Trump presidency, is that Trump will say things that he has no power to enforce. And the issue is that half of the country will kind of follow and the other half will resist. So saying that Trump will say you need proof of citizenship is mostly bullshit because they have no ability to enforce that. They cannot just say, like Trump cannot just sign an executive order, and even the federal level, they cannot pass a law that says you need this in order to show ID. That's not something that's possible. That's not legal. It's a state right thing. So, like, it's up to the state, right? So if you're in Texas, I don't doubt that they will just blindly follow whatever the fuck Trump says, and they might even pass a law just to get them in line. In Poland, you gotta vote to a place where your address from it. Yep. True too in Canada. Let me just rephrase this. In Poland, you have to vote in at the place where you have a permanent address of residence. Okay. That's phrasing. So he can't enforce it, but how do I know he won't coerce people to reject votes? He might, but the scale that you're talking about is on a hinge, right? So here, let me... That's so arrogant. I don't want to be arrogant, okay? But fuck it. In the US, the way that election works, okay, is that, and that's from the framers, okay? That's bound by the fucking Constitution, that this is the fact, okay? What I'm saying is backed up by the Constitution, cannot be changed. People don't actually fucking vote, okay? States do. So each states enact their individual laws on how they want the vote to happen. So each state will be there for their Senate, and they will be there for their Congress, and the state chooses how to do things. This is why I believe this was a standard thing. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore, but before, whenever you won a state, you won all the seats in Congress of that state. I believe that's a thing that was like way more the case before. It doesn't feel like it is now. Now it's like all county based, but before it was quite literally just your people vote. You look at the votes. You're like, do they look good? Yes, we'll send a guy. Do they not look good? Maybe we disagree. The local government there will just send another guy. Like, people don't really vote in the US. It's the... my brain is always fucking up. Not province, state, okay? It is the states that vote. So each of them chooses individually laws. So that's why when I say it cannot be rigged, right? It cannot be coerced. These things cannot happen is because not only would you have to coerce literally like multiple levels. So let's say California, okay? Let's say California sounds fucking retarded. Let's take Michigan, okay? Michigan, fuck it. If we take Michigan, you would have to coerce like Election Michigan or whatever their name is, the group that's taking care of the election. So these people and then the local people, right? Because the local people at the county level or at the district level or however the fuck it's divided, they would have to be coerced too, right? Because they would have to get in line in some sort of schemes. So you would have to do all of that and have enough people to go with what you're doing. That's impossible. Like that's where... If it were to happen, you're so fucked that your problem is not there, okay? Your problem is not with voting. Your problem is with moving the fuck out. That's what I mean. So basically we are a civilized country then? Yes, Poland is civilized. The scale is unhinged. He is unhinged. He is unhinged, but he is incompetent. Always remember that, okay? And that's something that should fuck with your brain for... This needs to stay in your brain until you die, okay? If Trump was competent, you would be in a fascist country. It would be the end. There would be no democracy left. Right now, people are not angry at Trump because he is a fascist. People are angry at Trump because he's incompetent. Just think about it. Trump, no tariff, the economy is still booming because of whatever the fuck Biden did. He just does pretty much nothing but fuck over the election. Like, he puts all of its energy, all the staff, all the smart people that he can find to rig the election. You're done. You're fucked. And people would go along with it because they would see a booming economy. So, keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. People are fucking retarded. Trump doesn't care about the sanity of his action. No, he doesn't. Cannot be rigged. They use electric voting machine and voting via mail. Lol. Is this a meme? How would... Okay, first of all, I'm going to infinitely defend Dominion voting, which is the biggest, like, electric voting machine thing that exists. Because it's Canadian, okay? I'm going to defend the fuck out of the Dominion voting, okay? They went to court. They won every fucking time. Their shit works, okay? And I believe in them. Having machines to count vote, because that's what machines do, right? They just count fucking votes and they print backup paper ballots, is just smart. It's just the way to do it. And voting via mail is not intrinsically more unsafe. Just think about that. If I create a fake ID, I can vote 15 times, even in the name of some people that would be like freshly dead. That I could do that, easy. So why would voting via mail be inherently unsafe or worst? It's not. Like the scale that we're talking about of fraud to switch an election would be... It would be easy to see. It would be trivial to test. Anyway. Like, we're often living in a world where we think that we cannot think about more than what we see. How can we test if a vote is okay or not? Maybe we don't even have to test this if a vote is real or not. We can just see, oh, this county voted 95% Trump, and the other county right besides it voted 70% for whoever is not Trump. Why the fuck would that be the case? Let's check it out. I'm going to sleep. Fuck Windows. I updated this shit and it stopped recognizing my GPU. Based. Have a good sleep, brother. Yeah, Ned. I don't know. It's hard to feel opium in the US. It's hard. I'm so sorry. There's a part of me that just wants to fucking giga celebrate the fact that I have the best prime minister in the best fucking country. It just feels like we're just dancing on a grave. We don't give a fuck. Oh man. We have our problems too. Trump's needs to be mocked. Oh, absolutely, I agree. Dance on that grave. Yeah. I mean, how's it going? Mark Carney Group World Trade. Isn't Mark Carney, Prime Minister of Canada, like literally trying to cock block Trump by making a group of the entire fucking world against Trump? Bro! Oh no. Like he's literally trying to join together all the countries in the world but South America, Africa, and India, China, and the US. Like everybody else, he's just like, oh, Russia too. He's just trying to fucking he doesn't give a shit. Bro, I want him to succeed so bad. Can we fucking dominate? Can we just have the reins for a moment? Good governance is what we are, okay? Can we just do? Please. Bro, I saw this once. I want to kill myself. Why this 30-year-old swap cash for crypto? Somebody fucking kill me. Look at this fucking little dumbass bitch. You know just by looking at her, this bitch never had an issue with money in her life, okay? Fuck it. I'm so triggered. I hate when we're trying to do like crypto is fashionable and now a bunch of people are poor. I hate it. Diddle Trump, yes. Trump is a pedophile. Is it true? I don't give a fuck. He is. Oh, man. I cannot stop thinking about the amount of people that died just because of this fucking retard. And let's just stew a bit. PDD T Donnie, they match. True. Can we stew a bit on how good of a system capitalism is, and like just the American economy, to be able to stomach a literal fucking fascist fucking with the power line and shit's still working? That's unhinged. That's unhinged to me. So, how's life, Ned? Apart from that, hope you're not getting fucking raped by ICE. I hope it's safe. If only every authority figure were chaotic good. You mean if only every authority figure were what's his name? Gavin Newsom? that is chaotic. If that is not chaotic good, I don't understand what chaotic good is, okay? To me, that's pretty on the line. Pretty on the line. Bro, I changed my medication and now I'm not there. Because lowering of doses make my brain go and we're late too. So let's hope that next week, when I spike up that dose like a motherfucker, I'll feel better. Because right now, I won't be able to work for shit. My mom cries sometimes for her students. It's very much a mess. I have a candle from a Rene Good memorial that I'm saving until Trump's out of office. Yeah, that's sad. That's very fucking sad. Like, it must be so hard, right? Because I'm just trying to think through the situation, right? But your mom has to deal with probably terrified students. And, like, first of all, how do you want to, like, okay. You know me. All I make is arguments to, like, we need to keep the system together. We need to continue improving on what we have, because what we have is the best thing that we have, right? Going back and destroying it will only make things worse. How can you make that argument right now in the US? You cannot, right? You cannot. It's impossible to say, yeah, we need to improve the system, because right now if you say, yes, we need to improve the system, you look like a goddamn moron. Like, Trump is getting out with billions of dollars in his pocket, literally scamming the entire country. Why would you follow the rules? If the president is not following the rules, why would you follow the rules? So, like, in the brain of these kids, there's absolutely no fucking chance that they... Like, how can you start feeling that you want to be a good guy, right? How do we know that we can get to the best if we've never gotten to the best? That is why I am an anarchist. Is this a meme? Just in case, I'm sure this is a meme. I fucking hope, okay? But just in case. What you just wrote, let me rephrase this. I've got $10 in my bank account. How will I ever know if I'll get to 15? Let me get in jail. Like, what the fuck? Those don't follow. I'm a virgin at age 13. I won't ever get sex. Become a rapist. I'm saying that and I'm laughing, but that's kind of the mentality of a lot of kids. Why would you not think that way? Right? I'm for social contract, not no rule anarchy, but I don't think people would follow. I understand it's an ideal, but I don't even think that it's an ideal. Okay. Okay. Let me yap a bit, Ned, if you want to indulge and enjoy some yapping. Like, it's fun to think about ideals, but I think that there's even funnier things, okay? Outside of ideals, is to say to yourself, let's say, even if you have an ideals, okay? Even if you do, it doesn't matter, okay? Ideals don't matter, fuck. Try to think about how can you get from where you are to where you want to be, right? That's way more entertaining, right? That's where I talk so much about that, and that's because I did the calculus, and I did it off stream. Why the fuck did I do that? In Canada, we dropped the tax rate by 1%. I did the calculus of how much this 1% cost against the cost of how much Ozempic would cost for each obese person in Canada. You can eradicate obesity by taxing people 1% in Canada. That's like a fact. That's something that you can do. You could give Ozempic every fucking month for every fucking obese person. We could, right? So then it's fun when you do these research, because now you understand the actual weights of things. You understand like how things actually work. Oh shit, if we want to fix problem X, we need to do Y, right? Share my social contract and introduce it to a small scale project. Slowly bring up the scale. This sounds a little bit vague. Like, the general idea, I would say yes, of what you're saying. But the issue here is that the implementation will be 99% of if it's dumb or not, right? Because like I have... Okay. Fuck. I try to advocate for things that I think are important, right? So things that are important for me, having a big military and doing good shit with it, like defending Ukraine, right? So explaining how defending Ukraine is a good thing is a... Like, this process of understanding why and explaining it is good for me because it brings me a better knowledge of the solution, a better knowledge of what's going on. Yeah, I want to test it so it grows from dumb to less dumb. Okay, I understand what you mean. What I'm saying here is that you're probably not at the implementation step yet, right? You still need to think about whatever you have in your mind, right? And especially if whatever you want to do is government stuff. Because when it's when you're trying to do government stuff, the truth is 99% of government feels so retarded and so useless until, for the first time in your life, you end up in a situation or doing a job that aligns with this part of the government, and you'll be like, oh fuck, it's actually very important. So I feel that when you say like, oh, like, I'm an anarchist and I'm for social contracts, I feel like this may be where your mind comes from. Maybe a lack of understanding of how many things feel and are often said to be useless, but are really not. Right? And just to be clear, I'm not blaming you for this. Like, everyone's like that. Everyone says that everyone's a fucking crook. And everyone feels that everyone else is fucking useless. That's normal. That's life. I know there are systems I don't understand. Which is why I admit to it being an ideal. Hey, wanna go on voice chat so that we yap for stream? Wanna do that? If you're up to it. If you don't want to, that's okay too. We can stay chat. I just like yapping. Two? What does 2 mean? 2 minute? Your VC. Okay. Wait a minute. We're inviting people on. Wait a minute. Plasma 6.7, hee. Alright. I like the fact that we're absolutely doing a useless fucking stream right now. But we're just yapping because it's fun to yap. I'm all in for it. I love yaps. But yeah. Like, that's my feelings on so much anarchy. Because there's a lot of talk about it. But I like my system. I prefer thinking from where we are than thinking about the ideal. And maybe that's my issue, right? Because I'm often, like in my line example, right? When I'm, let's use the box, okay? in my line example, and I'm saying we are somewhere in here, we're trying to push to the line. I'm implicitly saying that I know what the line is, but I really not. I have no fucking clue. Hey! Oh, that's some sound master right here.
So I have.
What are you drinking? I'm drinking Canada
That was
Dry.
the soundboard.
Aww.
Yeah. Hang on,
You
my
should have
brother's summoning me.
Ah, you should have put some real drink. That would have been based audio design. But I guess, do you even have a mic that is able to do this? Anyway, we were yapping about shit. So let's resume the yaps, okay? You were talking about a social contract, okay?
Yes.
Tell me more.
And I want to refine it and have it put under pressure.
Happy to do it.
I want to actually develop this and see if it would work.
Go ahead, brother. Tell me what is in your mind.
I have it. Okay, so, actually, no, I'll just send the file. Upload failed. Fuck you, Discord.
As we do, as we do. Can I share my screen so that way you have a webcam at the same time for me? Oh yeah.
Okay, there.
So then I can show things. Haha. That's cool. Okay. Alright.
This is so dumb.
I like doing dumb things, okay? I told you, I'm not medicated. I'm retarded right now, okay? Brain is at 0%. I'm only overthinking everything. Why am I living?
Wait, where is it? You reminded me of something. Where is it? What if we use 0% of our brain? This is us right now.
Oh yes, we're sharing one neuron. Okay. Only one. The neuron.
Yes.
Is neuron plural? Who knows? Oh, wait. Have you sent something in chat? Holy shit, you have. What the fuck is this? Wait a minute. I'm sharing this with absolutely no one on stream. I like it. What if we used 0% of our brain? What is the biggest planet on Earth? Holy shit, that's the... that's a little retarded. That's fully brain dead. That's us.
Yes.
What is liquid lattice? Is it a virus?
Open it up in Kate.
Okay. Holy shit. It's a whole manifesto. I love it. Okay, I'll try to read without being brain dead, okay? This is a method for people to organize themselves without being governed. It is built to work with human nature instead of working against it like our current system of government. In the liquid lattice, all you need to worry about is what the people you trust are telling you. If everyone follows the 9 rules, the liquid lattice will form naturally. It does this without forcing people into systems they don't know or don't like. So as long as you follow the 9 rules, you will have a lot of freedom. When in our current systems people try to hold title and money, the liquid lattice functions without them. This is not a government, but the instructions for an emergent system. Okay, let's go for the rules. I feel like I have not read the rules, but I already know what my first critique is going to be. But here we go. Find someone you trust to be your partner. You can separate and trade places at any time. Changing places is a normal part of how the liquid lattice works. Are you having trouble communicating with others on your level? You and your partner can pick someone you trust to represent you on the next layer. Everyone has to agree on how the layers are defined, starting at 1 and counting up, for example. You can only have groups of more than 2 on the lowest layer. Okay, I'll read more to see if it makes sense to me. If you don't have 2 people supporting your place in the liquid lattice, you flow back down until you do have 2 people to support you. There is nothing better or worse about being on the higher or lower layer. You are where you are needed. If you need knowledge for a task, trade partners so the person and the knowledge are where they need to be. You can hold at 5. You can hold as many places as they want. You can hold as many places as they want in the lattice, but you cannot be any of the 2 people supporting yourself in any place. You also can't be your own partner. Okay. Let the name for part of the liquid lattice start and spread naturally. Okay. Feel free to talk to who you want, make new friends, and keep those you make in previous places in the liquid lattice. These connections allow people and information to be checked and verified. You only need to worry about your place in the lattice. The structure of the liquid lattice forms from all of the members doing their little part. All problems will be solved by people solving their local problem, and the effect will ripple through the system. Look up emergent system to get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, we will look that after. 9. You are absolutely free to leave the lattice at any time. Don't try to hold others in. For this to work, people have to want to stay. People are forcefully ejected when they refuse to cooperate. Okay. Let me Google emergent system so that I have an idea, because right now I'm fucking lost in the sauce. An emergent system refers to a complex entity that exhibits property or behavior that its individual component do not possess on their own. Okay. What does this... Okay, so... Wait. I am trying to understand so hard, and I feel like I'm schizophrenic right now, okay? Ned, are you with me?
The idea is, it's not a government, it's a system of organization.
Okay, it's a system...
It's not supposed to be government. It's supposed to allow the channels of communication to form naturally, and you need those higher layers that pull information together so that you can gather information and then bounce it back down so it gets redistributed properly.
Okay, so you're trying to get at truth. Would that be fair? What we're saying here is we're trying to make sure that information is distributed between a populace and that truth ends up where it should be. Or that we should... Okay. So your
So the
idea,
idea.
just I'll try to repeat it
Mhm.
and say if I'm wrong, okay? So two people can hold you up as their source of truth on some specific thing. So I could
Oh
assume
no, no, no,
no
no,
on
no, that's not
everything.
it. So like you choose someone you trust and then you elevate them so that they represent you on the next level, so the information is merged and remerged as many times as it needs to be for the top level to come to some sort of consensus. So you aren't above or below anyone that you're above or below on the levels. You're equal peers with everyone you talk to. It's just the structure of the communication network.
I'm not
So
even
the idea
sure if
is
I get
people
this.
in the system will be good at solving problems because they'll be forced to solve problems in order for the system to work.
Okay, when we say that are good at solving problems, are we saying like we have a puzzle, okay? We have a puzzle and there is one answer to the puzzle. We need to get to the truth. So the way that you're saying people should do it is that the people at the bottom should each of them vote on one person that they trust to solve the fucking puzzle. So let's say this one trusts this one trusts this one, and fuck, like this one trusts this one.
No,
That's
they all do
no.
their own work. So if
Okay.
you don't send information up unless you need to. So if you see two pieces that match, you can be like, "Hey, I see these two pieces that match, and I need these shapes." And so those shapes and those patterns are sent up the network and then bounced down so that like the two different people know where the shapes are. So
I
like
am
it's all a
even more
bunch of
confused.
local groups and they solve the problems locally. And then once those problems are solved locally, you share the information up the network. So instead of focusing on solving, instead of everybody sort of just doing their own thing, it's like how do I explain this? I don't know how to explain this. It's my fault, but
It's okay. Okay, let me ask something that will help me understand. What does this solve?
um, so the idea that instead of having to because normally, well, no, I should say this. So in our current system, 150,000 people have a representative, or 50 people have a boss that they talk to. This gets rid of it by merging information repeatedly. So instead of one person having to hear from 50 different people, or one person having to hear from 150,000 people, it's just everybody hears from two people, and so the information can move up and be merged rather quickly.
Okay. Do you think that in implementing... Okay. Sorry, let me do a drawing, okay? This might help. Can you see the drawing? Can you see the share?
Yeah, let me
Screen
watch
share.
the screen share. Because I know there might be some problems with it, but that's why I want to test it.
Tell me if you can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So right now, what the system is, okay, let's take representatives, okay, but it could be, no, let's take bosses, okay, just so that it's, so here we have a manager, okay, so that one person, their job is to make sure that all of these people are happy and doing their job, right? So,
Yeah.
and part of that would be like not lying, actually following the rules, all of that shit. So the argument for why the system works is because this person, the boss, let's use green, this person, the boss, they're the only one that needs to know management, right? They're the only one that needs to know how to organize this. And it's
Yeah.
fairly easy for for this one person to be very good at managing all of these people, while all of these people communicating between them to elevate ideas or elevate other people and then work with other people and elevate more ideas, that might be more complicated because either they're not equipped, like I'm making like they're just not, my argument is they're just not the right people, they're not able to do it themselves. And the second argument is a bandwidth argument, right? Here, if we analogize this to a computer, instead of having a CPU, you're having a distributed CPU. And there's a reason why we don't have like distributed CPUs to the four corners of your system, is because the bandwidth becomes bullshit because everybody's talking with one another instead of actually getting shit done. So this is my
That's why you'd
feeling.
have Rule 8, so people can talk to whoever they want to. It's just like the slow and precise network, and then Rule 8. No, that's not what Rule 8 is anymore. It's Rule 7 now. I reordered the rules, and
It's okay.
That's my problem.
Okay, feel free to talk to whoever you want, make new friend, and keep those you made in previous places in the liquid lattice. These connections allow people and information to be checked and verified. Okay, I feel like you're trying to codify something that we kinda already do. And in you codifying it, you make it more complex and it doesn't need to be. So
Yeah.
let me go in drawing mode again. Most people have no fucking ideas about most things, right? Most people don't know how computers work. They don't know how plumbing work. They don't know how to re-roof a house. They're going to call somebody that they trust, either from a friend that they trust that says, hey, call that plumber and he's a good guy. Or either, oh, I know that this guy is good with computers, so I'm going to ask him what the fuck I should do, right? So we already, like, give out our trust to quote-unquote trusted people. We already do that naturally. And I would argue that government is the next step of that, right? The government is saying, we all trust this representative, so we're putting our vote into this guy to put him into a position of power where all of the trusted people are the one actually making the decisions. So I feel like you're, like, it feels foreign to me when I read this, but I know why. It's because you're trying to codify what we already have, like in a rigid system. It's just that people don't work in a rigid system. They are already that way. Do you want to push back on what I just said, or any?
No, I get what you're saying. Like, one issue with it is that by trying to force people to be in a system, we prevent one from forming naturally.
But I think ours is actually natural, right? How did our system come about?
People.
People?
Yes, just people being people.
Yeah.
It's like,
So isn't that natural?
yeah.
Like okay. Okay.
So maybe it's the mindset we need to change, where authority figures are, to some degree, equal peers with those they're in command of. Where it's actually normalized to admit to being wrong.
I think I'm getting something from you, okay? I'm getting something from you. What's the bigger problem to your eyes, okay? This is a question, there's no wrong answer. I just want to understand how you think. What's the problem in your eyes? The authority figure being wrong, or the populace being wrong, right? What's the biggest issue?
The authority figure does not accept criticism or take criticism seriously because in the authority figure's minds they are higher than others instead of equal peers that have been given their privilege to lead.
Okay, fair enough. Now, let me add on to that. Is all criticism that you should listen to or even entertain?
I'm hesitant to say yes because that risks enabling people to ignore valid criticism.
Okay. Okay. Let's make some examples, okay, into already existing systems, and I'm sure you'll agree, and if you disagree, that's okay too, but just push back. I love it. Vaccines, okay? So, vaccine, how they work, they, like, Giga Genius, the top of the crop, the authority figures on anything medical, they develop a vaccine, they test it, and then some other Giga Brain individual test it in order to see, oh, is there like some negative effects? Is there anything bad with it? And the two are essentially competing, right? Because there's one of the person that really want their shit to work, and the other person that, well, if they bust somebody making some fucked up shit, they're going to look like the good guys, right? So both of them are competing. They're two different forces against one another. So this gives us everything we need in order to get a good result. Now, if we add to that, let's say an anti-vaxxer, or even like anti-vaxxer, I'm not saying that it's like malicious, it could be somebody that just lost, but that's starting to make arguments saying, well, vaccines are bad and they do this and they do that, and it's not backed by any logic. That person making argument, listening to that person, will lead to you losing bandwidth. You're losing your time entertaining that, right? So the reason we have these hierarchies and we don't really, quote unquote, give a fuck about what somebody under says is because of this, right? We shouldn't entertain something ridiculous, but also I think that we're over-indexing, and maybe you are, we're over-indexing of how much this is a problem, right? So we often think the authority makes all of these big mistakes, and they could be wrong, they could do this. The truth is, the authority figure, if they want to still be the authority figure, they have to follow whatever the fuck the people think. So if everybody's like anti-vax, even if the authority figure, like, they know that it's not true, they have to placate the masses and start like saying another thing, singing another tune. So there's also like, I don't believe that, fuck, my thoughts is scattered, I'm sorry, but even if they're an authority figure, they still kind of listen to the people. It's just that they shouldn't listen, they shouldn't be on an equal ground with people that, I'm sorry, they're not able to make an argument, right? They're just not equipped for it. And it is elitist, but I don't care.
My thought was that when you have, like, people trust each other to do a certain task because that person has demonstrated the ability to do the task. Do you agree with that?
Repeat that. I just want to be sure that I understand it.
So when you trust somebody to do a task, they generally speaking have demonstrated the ability to do such a task. Yes?
Yes, but I would add a little star saying that in today's world, it's not at all true just because of social media. But normally, yes.
So my original thought was that if you extended that and then had the trust to better be equipped to handle something, if you kept filtering through that, you would arrive at better skilled people for the job.
Okay. I think that, okay, my main issue is that you codify something that is already solved, and I think that it doesn't solve more than what already exists. So we already trust, we're already really bad at trusting people, but how can I say that? Okay. If we codify what you say, it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't change anything to the system. Like, I don't see any part of my life or anywhere where this, like, elevating one person to speak on my behalf in that manner and where everyone does the same thing would help. I just don't see it. I think that some people are meant to be managers, that some people are meant to be representative, some people are just good at that specific job. And these are the people that will end up in these positions because they're the only one that are going to be able to hold these positions, or else they're going to lose money if they're managers and not get elected if they're bad politicians.
So it's I'm trying to reduce this down to like bare bones. So if people can't agree, choose a leader. Then this sort of messy thing repeats until you have the naturally occurring hierarchies. Like they tend to choose a leader if they can't agree. Like usually they'll, or if they're confused or they can't coordinate. So it's not if they can't agree, it's if they're struggling to coordinate, they have to agree on a leader. But if they can't agree on the leader, they won't necessarily be a leader.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm seeing something here that doesn't exist, but let me just draw it out. So right now you're thinking about a closed system. So you're saying if these people cannot agree with one another, if they like cannot come to an agreement, we should do X. But the truth is that most systems don't work like that. Most system, what happens inside of the system doesn't matter. It's what the system outputs. So for example, inside of a business, if people inside of the business are not able to agree, well, it's very simple. They're going to fail as a business. They're going to go through bankruptcy, right? Because another competing business will be better able to handle and to manage the worker and have better managers, right? So you don't need to have a selection happening inside. The selection's already happening outside. So that's why our system works great, is because we don't have to say this is how we want to have businesses, how we want to have boss and managers. We just have to have the capitalist competition do the job, right? And same thing in politics, because they're always there to be re-elected. They always want to win. They always want to push their ideas, hopefully for the greater good. The same thing happens, right? They want to create a system that perpetuates their idea, so it reinforces the direction that the populace wants to be in. Like it's okay, maybe it's your view, and that's a view that I had as well before, but we often think that the US government is very like inefficient, like the Congress is not able to agree on things and they fight all the time and it looks like messy and retarded and they're not doing their job. But in reality, the Congress right now and the Senate, they fit the American people pretty well, right? The people are divided. The people have no fucking idea what they want, and they're just yelling at one another. That's the people, right?
Oh, now that I look at it, it's a simplification and a mirror. It's a summary of the American people, and so
yes.
the American people fight the leader. Oh my god,
yes.
it's clear now.
So
Wait a minute.
Like if the people, okay, if you take all of the Americans, all the 300 million American, right, and you like put them in a room and you make them argue, they're going to do the exact same thing that's going on in your Congress. It's going to do the same thing. So
yeah,
like we cannot expect a system. Okay, we cannot expect order to come out of pure like anarchic forces, right? Like, okay, maybe you can make an argument for, oh, this thing, order will arise from this because emergent system. But at the end of the day, if something is lawless, something is lawless. If everybody disagrees, everybody disagrees. And they're going to vote for people that resemble them and that represent them. And because they represent them so well, they're going to have the same problem in whatever system they are in, right? So then the issue is not with the system, right? In that view, we would say the government
issues with the people.
Exactly. Yeah. The issue is with the people, and
so it's just
we need
a mirror.
Yeah. Well, that's how I view it, at least.
That makes things way clearer, actually. So
Or else it feels weird, right?
yeah.
The other view is that your system is just broken, and somehow it is, but like it feels perfect, but it doesn't work, and people don't follow it, and no, it's just the people don't want to. So yeah, sorry, go speak. You had something to say. Oh, Seb is there. You can talk too if you want.
thinking about if like genuinely want to be in a system, my thought is that they would be more productive members of that system, and by trying to force people into a system, we risk making people unproductive and tired and spiteful. But at the same time, if we don't maintain a system, there will be no system.
Yes.
So there's this paradox that we're dealing with.
But I think that you have another issue here, is that you cannot select, right? In a government, you cannot select the people. You cannot say these one are not going to be in our system and these will. Because as soon as you start doing that, you have a whole bunch of other bullshit that comes in, right? Because you can become like some kind of apartheid state, right? Where you have some people that have like the citizenship and the other are either like slave or a different set of rules applies to them. So like you need the system to be universal, and as soon as it becomes universal, well, then you need to give a fuck about what everybody thinks, and it becomes a little bit more complicated and dirty. Let's put it that way.
So the problem is people don't know how to move from disagreement to agreement. And so the solution to that would be to practice disagreeing.
I don't think that that's the issue. I think that, especially if we look at the US, well, it's true for most of the world, but let's focus on the US here. The reason why nothing seems to work is because the American people are so propagandized and in so deep of lies, right? Think of people that watch Fox News 24/7. Like, if you have 8 hours a day of Fox News that tells you that the election were stolen and that the reason why Donald Trump won is because it was too big to rig, if you truly believe that, you're fucked. Your brain's not working, right? You're not there. You're not even a human at that point. So when you have these people on one side, and I'm not going to say both sides because the Democrats are not bad, okay? They're not doing bad things. They're doing great, actually. But when you have like this as an enemy, a big fucking propaganda machine that doesn't care, that will lie, nothing will work. So the solution then becomes, at least in my view, there needs to be punishment for either the speech or at least punishment strong enough so that nobody thinks about doing what Donald Trump is doing right now and what this government is doing, right? If everybody that's looking at this is like, oh fuck, if we do, like, I don't know, if we do propaganda and smear lies, we're going to end up in jail, well then maybe they're not going to do it. Or in the other way, if you say, oh shit, if I caught USAID without passing a law, I'll end up in jail, well then people are not going to do it. But Americans, for some reason, you are allergic to shoving politicians in jail. Donald Trump should have been in jail after January 6th. That's like the clearest thing. See, it's in Korea, they had an insurrection, and it was Yoon. He's in jail for life, right? Former South Korean, and that's from today's, former South Korean president Yoon gets life sentence for rebellion. So he tried to do a little January 6th, jail for life. Now, we can say the same thing for Brazil. So it was Bolsonaro. I don't know how to write his name. Bolsonaro, prison. So Bolsonaro jail for 27 years. There need to be an attack from the government, from the democratic system, because if you don't have the pushback, if you don't have a hit after the system is like attacked, well, then it's going to happen again. You've created rules where the only good solution for the Republican, if they want to win, is to rape the system. So then, what the fuck are they supposed to do? They will just rape the system again. Maybe I'm not explaining this part perfectly, but if you have questions, ask away.
So people agree on a leader, they remove bad actors, but bad is subjective, so the question becomes remove who?
Bad is not subjective. I disagree with that.
Well, it would be consensus, wouldn't it?
Maybe that's the way to remove it, but it's not... Okay. Is Donald Trump a liar? Is it subjective? No, right? It is true, it is objective that Donald Trump lies. And if we compare the amounts of lies and the of lies, like there's no way to like weigh this and say that it's like subjective. It's not. We can put a balance and feel. So how can I say that? Okay, the way that a government works and is able to perpetuate itself is by deciding that a bunch of people are going to hold power. So we vote on multiple people. So let's say these people are a government and we vote for them. And then within these people, they're supposed to make the rule to perpetuate the government forward and make it better. If the people that we vote for are bad people, then if they're less than the good people, we would hope that the good people like remove the bad people out of there. So they impeach them, they do whatever the fuck they need to remove the bad people. But if you vote enough bad people in, at some point there's nothing that you can do. No system can work for a rule breaker. If Trump was a true ideological, smart fascist, he would just disregard the rule of law, jail all his opponent, and he would win. There's nothing that could stop him. But he's retarded, right? So, like, anyway,
so
if you vote enough,
is an estimation of reality based on repeatable, shareable experience. Yes.
I think that you're going back too far if you're thinking about truth. But yes, I would generally say that you're right about truth.
So then how do we define government and its relationship to truth?
I don't know why we're talking about truth even at that step. Government should be there just to make your life better, or to, well, push something that you think is better for this world. And like, what is true, what is not, what is objective, what is subjective, not really important.
So government should react to truth?
Well, yes.
So government should react to an estimation of reality based on repeatable, shareable experience?
We would hope that they do, yes.
Okay, so the question is, how do we get government to do that? And that's what I'm really working to explore.
Oh,
like, okay, I'm trying to see how governments work functionally.
Okay, then, I would need to yap about Canadian governments just so that you have a... Do you know any other government than the US? Or, like, it's normal to not know anything about the US normally. So if you already know something about the US, it's already good.
I know some of how the three branches check each other.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. I don't know.
But like
give
I
me
said,
half a second. Because I'm drawing a lot of shit, and I want to show the stream just in case. Okay, even if there's nobody, I don't care. So, there's multiple ways to see government. Now, there's multiple conception that you can have in your head, right? One that is very strong in my mind, that is like probably the most important thing, but a lot of people disagree, and that's okay, is that you have multiple, we could say class if we want to be very crass with it, but we have multiple class of people, okay? So you have the general populace, so we know them, okay? It's everybody. So all Canadian citizen. Okay, let's put it that way. Then you have your elected representative. So these elected representatives are supposed to say whatever the fuck the populace want. Now, the issue that I have with the US system is that this is mostly where things end. The elected people are the one that hold power, and they are the one that makes, or that at least can make, unilateral decision, and they can just do shit. Now, I believe that the people are retarded. So if the people are retarded, we can assume that the elected people are also sometimes going to be retarded. So how do we make sure that we don't follow the retarded trends, but try to follow the good ones? What we could do is trust things that have worked before. Because if we are still there, things that have worked before, they work and they're probably not retarded, right? It's the idea behind, like, if we want to intellectualize evolution, we would say, oh, well, if it has worked before, then it will be repeated. So in, like, you will evolve in that specific way, and now you have all of these traits. Now we walk and we hunt animals in a specific way. Anyway, right? So if it worked in the past, it's good. How do we make sure that we can enshrine these things in something other than law? Because law can be bypassed, right? Trump can just say, fuck the law. How do we make sure that it's that it cannot be bypassed? Well, in Canada, our Senate, okay, so that's one example. Our Senate is not elected. So the way that it works is that the people that we elect, the parliament, and more precisely, the prime minister that is from the parliament, that person chooses the senators. So each time a senator drops out, they say, fuck this, I'm out, or they reach the age where they're too old, I believe it's 70. You can add a new senator in. So what that means is that the senators that are getting pushed in are a representation of the government at this specific time. So it means that, assuming that most government that we have in the past were smart, which we can assume because, fuck, we're still here.
So structural viscosity.
Yes. So then we can have a Senate that can cogblock the elector if they're retarded, but normally they're going to be just a pass-through, right? So the job of the Senate is not there to say no all the time. It's just there for when the elected representative are like, let me do a fascism. And the Senate will be like, nah, that's retarded. No, right? And in the Canadian system, what's fun is we have another layer. We have the governor. So the governor general, they are a representation of the king, and they are able to technically wipe the elected representative. So if the prime minister, let's say that the prime minister would pull a Trump and would say, I want to do unilateral tariff. Technically, the prime minister has no power in our system. In Canada, the prime minister, in and of itself, is a position that doesn't even exist in our constitution. So the prime minister actually goes and asks the governor to do anything that they need to do. So the governor, if it says no, it can just say no and say, fuck it, we go in election. You said something so retarded, I'm not going to grant it. You were going in an election, and that's the governor that has that role, that has that power. So, like, that's why I believe that Canada is superior, is because we have the Senate that is there to bring in, like, some past into our thought, some viscosity. That was well said. And we have the governor, which is the fuse for our system, that is just there to, if fascism occurs, press the big red governor button that's like, fuck this, and, well, literally triggers an election. So, yeah.
So My thought. Oh well, yeah. I just typed it into the side chat. My thoughts in an unstructured manner.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Nice one, Seb. You've jumped in an active chat, okay? People agree. Choose leader. Okay, let me go down. I'm way too. Binary lattice takes an average of 2 every step. Average of 2 is not precise. Moving through more people can be worse. Is the added granularity able to offset the information loss through the extra layers? Okay, yes, that's a good way to put it. And like pure competition would tell you no, right? Because if the system that you're presenting would be better, we would see it inside of businesses, which we don't. Right?
Yeah.
So that's like that's how that's how we can know if something works or not. Like unless nobody has ever thought of this, but it is a simple thing, so I would assume that somebody would do it if it was possible, if it was preferable. But yes, I despise
authority
the US government.
exists because people are too stupid to trust correct people.
I disagree. Authority exists because people are unable to be good at everything or at even one thing, right? We cannot expect your mom to know anything about computers because it's not her job.
Yeah.
She has not studied in that, and that's okay. But let's say that we only have an elite of people that are not elected, but that are appointed to choose what is true or not in computers or in science or in this or that. Maybe that group would get to better results than just people making their like own dumb choice. Right? So that's the idea of how our system works, right? How the
So my current issue is
Go
more
ahead.
specifically that people who are in positions of authority think I'm in a position of authority, I'm better just because authority position. And so like they are less likely to have healthy self-doubt.
I disagree with that. I think that people in position of authority have too much self-doubt, and that's an issue. How many people...
Trump has none, so I guess it's about
But Trump
teaching
is
people
not...
to have self-doubt.
Trump is not the person that will follow your rules. Remember that, okay? Right now you're trying to bind someone into rules that won't follow them. No matter what rule set that you create for Donald Trump or his fucking ilk, you won't follow them. But the people that will be the people that you should embolden, that the people that are the good guys. So, vaccine is an example, right? How much things exist to protect against bad vaccines, right? How much databases for alerts, early alerts of, oh my god, there might be this. People can like say publicly that they have this or like there's so much shit that you can do to try to quote unquote declare that there's an issue with a vaccine, just to be sure that if there was one, we would have a way to know as soon as possible, right? So we doubt these things so fucking much, and they test everything as much as possible. I don't think that it's true that we have this issue where people in authority just do shit and don't care. I think that it's the opposite, or it's a communication issue, right? If we're not able to go toe to toe with the fucking Joe Rogan of the world, which are like, let me eat my horse paste. Like if we cannot like debate this or like fight them in the fucking, I don't know, digital space, well, we're fucked. That's the issue, right? The issue is not who, like if the person in the position of authority is good or not. Who cares what's Fauci? Fauci? Fauci, yes. Who cares what he says? Whenever he will slip and say one thing that is wrong, everybody will fucking rape him. But even if he's true for everything he says, and he slips up one time, the only thing that people will remember is the time that he slipped.
Yeah,
The problem
respect
is
the
the
errors that people make. I make mistakes. That doesn't mean I'm an idiot. That means I'm learning.
yes, but people don't agree with that. You know, when we see people that are like science denier, they will say science change, and that's an issue. Science said that before. And it's like that's a process of evolving
So we
and
need to
understanding.
normalize mistake making. And learning from our mistakes is what we're at now.
Well, the problem is, yes, like on a personal level, I agree with you. We need to do that, absolutely. So I need to like feel okay whenever I make a mistake, and you need to do the same, and we need to understand that people can do mistakes. But whenever we're at the politician level or like science communication level, it's too late. At that point, you're talking about fully fledged, fully formed people. You need to meet them where you are and propagandize where they need to be, right?
Yeah.
I don't care that people have an understanding of my prime minister's fucking economic theory and everything that I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say whatever I need to so that they vote in for the guy that I want, because it's we need that.
It's kind of gross to look at it this way, but it's the only way I've learned to see it. Is communication is about manipulating people to hold a certain idea.
It is the only the only thing is that like it feels gross up until you know how fucking disgusting your enemy is, right? It doesn't feel gross to me because the conservative in Canada, all that they do the exact same thing as the Republican in reality. They're like, Mark Carney is fucking killing countries. He was the central banker for Great Britain and he fucking killed it. So like
I'm
like
just remembering the thing that I learned is usually people if you ask them what their source is and if their source can be wrong, if they're irrational, they'll just fucking explode right on the spot.
Yep.
So it's like,
yeah, but people don't do that.
And have they been wrong?
Right? People don't do that. And if you want to test something that will blow your fucking brain out, okay? Whenever somebody has strong feeling in politics and they say that they have seen something, ask them where and when, okay? Because they've seen it on Twitter. They've seen it on a short feed or it's always that. Our brain doesn't see the difference between a video online or between actually seeing something. To us,
which is why I like to ask, what is your source? That
Yep.
implies the where and when did you get it, and has your source been wrong in the past? Which pushes them to be honest.
Well,
epistemic humility is the term that I'm thinking about.
Well, you might say yes, but you might say that it pushes them to be honest. I would disagree, right? Do you know Tim Pool?
No.
No? Okay, he's a YouTuber, that's why. Like, there's an ilk of people that are like always fucking lying. And they will say, oh yes, I've been wrong in the past about this minute thing that doesn't fucking matter. And then they're going to continue being fucking wrong. Right? So, even what you're seeing, even what you're saying, it needs some good faith. And I don't think that people are like able to see a scam from reality. So that's why I don't feel disgusting whenever, like, if I know that an economic policy is done for, like, just increasing a number because it's, like, fiscally important to do it and it's not to help anybody, it's just that the economy will run better if we do. And the official excuse for it is like, we're trying to help people combat inflation and feel better inside of their own. I'm going to lie and give that fucking excuse. I don't care. They will believe the excuse if it makes them feel good and if they vote for the right guy. My enemy is fucking Satan. My enemy would result in the death of people. Like, people don't understand. Trump being elected, there's 300,000 people that died. That's the result of the USAID cuts. I don't fucking care what the fuck I need to do, right? So the equivalent is true in Canada too. If we elect the wrong people, people will die. And I'm sorry, I don't care. So I won't lie if you ask like a full explanation. But whenever I talk to a lot of people that I know are not there for the explanation, of course I'll fucking I'll throw out whatever the fuck they need to hear. I don't care. I guess it's team sport, but who cares?
So what we have now is the best that we have, and oh damn it, what was the second part of it? Of me summarizing what I learned today. So what we have now is the best that we have, and oh come on, there's a second part. If people can't provide an explanation, they don't have a full understanding.
Yeah, that's important. Like,
the second one was reinforced, but like it's just double checking that people can provide you that explanation. Because I was arguing with this one guy, and he was like, go read these court documents. It was over ice and stuff, and he was like, go read these court documents. And I'm like, I need the explanation. And he's like, I'm not spoon feeding you. And I'm like, that's how communication works. You need to spoon feed people your ideas.
Like, if we want to talk about economic theory, I could talk for hours about a dumb thing, but...
And I would listen, and I would love it.
like that's because I like things.
This shit.
Yeah, but okay, fuck. I'm
but
sure
not everybody likes the explanation.
Yes,
that's the issue.
But not only that. Maybe I've explained it. For sure. I like explaining this so much. For sure, you've heard me in the past say this. People have no understanding of how the fuck things work. Okay, people think about black
they only
box.
have the local understanding.
Yes. So whenever somebody uses a computer, they know that they click the keyboard, they press the mouse, and computer does a thing. They don't understand what's inside of the box. Computer is a black box. Same is true for government. People think I vote for this guy that tells me that he's going to like reverse the entire world and give me $3 million. And I'll get $3 million. They have no understanding on how things work for real. And somebody not being able to understand or to explain or not willing to check how something works, not willing to check the box, is the #1 way to know if somebody is honest about what the fuck they want to do, right? Because if they're honest, they're going to say, like, oh, how the fuck is money managed between different banks when they don't use the same money as you and I do? I don't fucking remember how that works. But I would be willing any day of the week to go check that documentation and try to have an idea of how that works and try to explain every part of it in order to get to an understanding. If you're not able or you're not willing to do that, you don't give a fuck about this, right? You don't give a fuck about whatever the fuck you're pointing at. You just want to have feelings about it. That's the best example for this in the US is healthcare, right? Nobody understands jack shit about
Facts
how healthcare
don't care about your feelings.
We don't care.
Then Shapiro forgets that that applies to him as well.
Yes, but
Facts don't care about your feelings.
But that's true, right? I'm sure that you've seen so many people talk about healthcare and say like, oh, it's Satan because of this, or oh, it's good because of this. Do those people have a fucking understanding of how the insurance model works for them, or how their model compares to like a Canadian, specifically Ontario model or a Quebec model, right? They have no fucking clue. So if you have no fucking clue of how the system works and you only work in snippets, which is what most people do, like you go on.
So the question I should ask
go ahead.
maybe is, have you been wrong on what you're arguing about now? And I'm curious to learn how you got to where you are now.
It's long and complicated, but I'll yap, okay? So, let's do the 2x
Well,
speed.
in general,
Yes.
I'm curious to hear your story, but I'm saying in general, I'm thinking I should ask people how they've been wrong in the past
Yes.
about what they're arguing and how they are where they are now.
I've been wrong because I was a neo-Nazi before, and
Yes, I can tell. You use retard. You picked up the language. Retard.
yes. Sorry if that's
No,
if that's
fine.
not a good word, but it's just
No, it's ingrained.
yep, it is. Yep, it is. But okay, like I used to be a fucking giga Nazi, and my idea of the world was, I'll make this quick, don't worry. My idea of the world was I gotta make money. That was first thing. So number one, make money. Then number two, get a wife. And then three, have white fucking kids. And then you'll be happy. And everybody in that system will be happy. I'll be happy because I have my money, wife, and kids. My wife will be happy because I can provide her money and she can stay at home and take care of the kids. And my kids will be happy because they have a mother that loves them and they have enough money. Now the issue comes that the world doesn't work that way. So a big thing that I love to do is to try to apply what the fuck I know to the world. And I did not do it for my own life like a fucking retard. Women don't like taking care of kids. It's a chore. It's shit. Women that are willing to stay home to take care of your kids are probably women that have a low fucking drive to accomplish things. So you're selecting for the worst fucking people ever. And like, there's so many things wrong about this way of life that now I'm a divorced father with a daughter that I need to take care full time because fuck me, I've put myself into the worst situation and I've put my daughter into that position. So that's how I was wrong, okay? That's how I was catastrophically wrong. So from there, what did I learn? I learned that if I don't understand how, like, the people behind every fucking step work, I'm missing something, right? If my explanation to somebody doing something is because they're evil, I'm a retard. I'm doing something wrong. And if the explanation behind somebody else...
why are they evil?
Why are they evil? Why are they doing this?
So the lesson I've learned from this is don't make claims unless you know why. Pretty much.
Yes. Oh, maybe
don't make hard claims or don't make absolutes unless you know why. I'm trying to like find.
I'll add something else, and maybe it will be like better to think about it. I used to think that women would just enjoy taking care of kids. Why? That's because like it was just obvious. Of course, women will enjoy taking care of kids. They all do. They're women, right? They're not. They're just like me. Okay. For some reason, I thought they were different. So, like, I don't know how to categorize that plainly, but we need to have an understanding of why things are. And if you don't understand and have an interest in why things are, you're fucked, right? That's how you're going to make mistake no matter what, but
yeah,
trying to be interested into why somebody would do something or why somebody is the way that they are, that's important.
Yeah, gender for me is like party politics. It's like, while they can be useful, at the same time, they're somewhat obfuscatory.
I don't know what I can take. Well, no, fuck. There's some good thing that we can talk about in gender, right? In understanding gender, and I'm talking about
it. Because it's how people express themselves, but at the same time, they're obfuscatory. I mean, genders are obfuscatory because at the end of the day, they're still people. And so people see the label, oh, it's a man. It's not like, oh, it's a person that has this property of being a man. It's just a man.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I just think that people are putting way too much stakes on that. Like, they're overthinking what gender is and what it does and what, like, at the end of the day, there's something that are true that for us guys are hard to think, right? We often feel way more safe just because we're guys, and like,
Yeah.
for a girl to go and walk at midnight around the fucking streets, no. No, nobody thinks about that. Nobody will want to do that. Not because there's a realistic chance that they will be like fucking savagely raped, but just because it might 1.0001% happen, and that's already too much. With a guy, it won't happen. Okay, you see a fucking retard, you'll yell at him and run, I guess, but you can't outrun anyone if you're 5'4". Anyway, I'm memeing a bit, but yeah. Gender can be useful in understanding somebody's background, but it doesn't give you the
I'm
full
not saying
context.
it can't be. I'm saying it has its uses, but if you rely solely on it instead of looking deeper, you are not going to understand it.
Absolutely. I agree.
Like, yes, it's a woman that we're talking about. Like, yes, they're a woman, but also at the same time, they're a person that is a woman.
Yeah.
So most people fail to look even one step beyond. So I think it would be, people should ask why to the degree that is practicable for them.
I think that maybe we're making it too broad. I should have asked why, but that was because it was the foundation on which I was building my life. I was literally staking everything on these fundamental pillars. So asking why there was very fucking important. And the fact that I didn't is like, I feel like such a retard, right? But like, do you need to ask why on everything? Like, is it important for your mother to understand why a computer works? It doesn't. She doesn't need to. It's not important.
Like it is kind of practicable, but it's not necessarily important.
Exactly. She could. She absolutely could. There's no doubt about that. But there's a waste of resources there. And we need to also remember that a big reason why the US is so productive is because they're so fucking specialized, right? Your workers are able to do one thing and one thing only and fucking do it good, right? The guy that's, I don't know, I know Africa is not like a fucking hunting ground, it's real countries, but if you're in Africa, maybe you don't have the same time to specialize, and you don't have the same schools to have as much knowledge and as much specification. So then you won't be able to like do the specific thing. It's good to specialize, but with specialization comes, then we come back to our primary subject. We need to say, these people need to think for us. We need to have this specific group that knows everything about science and be our scientist. And they can go within themselves and fight it out, say, this is bullshit, this is unsure, this is a yes. They can do this. Same thing for government. Same thing for all spheres of our lives. We can elect or appoint the right people for the job and do it. And for what we cannot elect or appoint, we will use the market for it. We will pay for it.
So our current situation is the best piece of shit we have right now.
Yes,
Yes.
Unironically, yes. The system that we have right now is the best system. I'm going to yap about something, but I just want to read what Seb has said. Imagine if computers were treated with the same necessity as other objects. More kids probably learn quantum physics than e.g. OS fundamentals. Yes, I mean, that's also a hard thing, right? Because we yap a lot about what we learn in school, what we do or do not learn in school. But in reality, we don't learn fucking anything in school. We socialize. But anyway, fuck. I Okay, there's something that I wanted to say that I think you'll enjoy, Ned. I think you'll enjoy a lot. Okay, we often focus on something that I think is like 1/4 of the thing. So when we think about government, we think about the representative that we elect. So we have all these representative that we elect, how the government works and all of these things. This is one small sliver of the problem, right? There's other problems that we need to think about, like the media is giga important. And when I say the media, I'm not saying mainstream media, I'm saying the media at large. How people get information is more important, at least today, than how government works. You could have a communist government do better than a fucking government that you have in the US right now if the people were giga educated and the media was full blown, like, trying to make things good and trying to educate people about issues and trying to...
So before people go, ew, it's different, they need to ask, why is it different? Why is it this way?
Well, that's the issue. Okay,
asking why takes time, doesn't it? Yeah.
Everything that you're...
So how much time do we spend asking why?
Oh, fuck. Okay. That's the issue, okay? Okay. Like you just said, so the answer to government is what we currently have. Yes, okay? The answer of government is what we currently have. So let's just assume that nothing moves in government. Now, what's the answer normally to get... Fuck. My phrasing is bad. How do we get an answer to a question normally? Normally, we should look to the media, and the media should look to the expert. So we have a class of people that are called the expert. And these experts, they are our scientists, they are our doctors, and they look into things, and they talk to the media, which then delivers shit to the people. The issue here, a lot of the times, is with the media. We have a media infrastructure which is retarded. We cannot ask the people to be better, because the people, their job is to look at the media, and the media should give better things, right? So I think that the issue is one step higher. Like when you're saying, should the people like do more search? Is it too long for them to search? The people cannot search.
So it's the media's job to ask why instead of immediately going, ew, different?
Yes. In 99% of the case, the media should be the one doing all the research and even giving the opinions. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So, yes, I'm looking at it like a hierarchy when in fact it's, yes.
It's a system where we each like have a part.
Like a network.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody would refuse or be obfuscated at the fact that an image is processed by the GPU. Nobody is obfuscated by that. Nobody is sad about the fact that the message that they're sending is stored into RAM. No, that's just how the system is. It's nothing unfair, it's nothing bad, it's just the system is built that way. I don't know if it's a good analogy, but like, fuck, that's just how things are. Anyway. Too much computer analogy, but yeah. Like if you want to
focus on, so I'm thinking
go ahead.
Maybe, so we should focus on, instead of the government, the media, because the media actually has maybe more control than the government, if I'm really thinking about it. Yeah, I think that's a big issue right now. At least in the US. The media has more control than the government. Holy shit.
Well, let's bring back the example. It's worse than that. So we have 3 categories that we have outlined here, right? So we have experts, we have government, and we have media. Here, what I'm saying is that technically, these ones should have a lot of power, right? So the experts should have the lot of
Yeah.
power in saying whatever the fuck to the media. But the fact that the media doesn't do their job grants them the actual power that was once held by the experts. But okay, let's go back in time for a second. Let's just think about how the system used to work, right? And I'm not saying that it was perfect, but I'm saying that there's some good thing that we can take from it. Before, when you had a journal and when you were a journalist, if you were saying some stupid fucking lies, you would be sued, right? Routers right now, if they publish some fucking blatant lies, they will be sued. So they have a team that research things in the background and that makes sure that there's no fucking lies that comes out, and that makes sure that what they say is truthful and it follows everything that they need to follow, all their guidelines. That works well. That should be the standard. But the issue that we have here is that we have a kind of a two-tier system. Routers is fucking boring, okay? Let's say it. Nobody wants to open up routers and see, like, they even put Epstein at the top because they know that it's boring as shit. Nobody wants to read all of this. The new media, the alternative media, is pure, unchecked retardation. Sorry again. It's pure, like, just dumb fucks saying dumb fucks things and not checking anything, and sometimes it's because they're just dumb and sometimes it's because they're malicious. So, like, how do we fix that? Do we... And there you have a big issue, right? Because in the US you have all the First Amendment. So each time that we're talking about bringing down speech, everybody's going to cry, right? But the issue here is we need a solution. This needs to stop. We cannot have Joe Rogan literally take anti-vaxxers onto his program and result in thousands of people dying because they eat horse paste. That cannot happen. That should be illegal.
Paste?
Sorry, repeat?
What the heck is horse paste?
Horse paste, I'm talking about, not hydroxychloroquine. Which one was it? I'm sure... Ivermectin. Ivermectin is used as a horse dewormer, and people used, like, they took these thing and they ate it and they died. Because Joe Rogan was like, Ivermectin is fucking based. So, like, in the law right now, there's nothing wrong that has been done. There's nothing illegal about saying that ivermectin is very fucking cool and that it might have some medical benefits. Nothing illegal.
So my Rule 7 already, my Rule 7 is the thing that's missing from society, is people don't always check each other.
Yes, there's no checking. Absolutely. Joe Rogan has lied. I'm using Joe Rogan just because it's an obvious example, but it could be done for a lot of people. But Joe Rogan has lied thousands and thousands of times, said things that are blatantly true. He's making more money.
So we need more Rule 7 and Rule 9.
That's
Not necessarily
complicated.
always Rule 9, but...
Yeah, Rule 9 doesn't work. When you say a system that can be opt-in, opt-out, as soon as you do that, you what you're doing...
Well, specifically the forcefully ejected part is what I'm thinking about, but also at the same time that comes with risks of excluding people. So how do we keep people in the system while minimizing the harm that they do is the question that should be asked instead.
Well, that's where things become complicated, because I have a pretty bad view of free speech. I don't believe that free speech is much of a thing. I think that it's a delusion that we think we have. Fuck. I know each time that I explain this sounds bad, but fuck, it's just true. Okay, let's go with vaccines, because vaccines make it clear. We all know that vaccines don't cause autism. There's no, like, it's false. It's just false. No way we cut it. No studies has even shown it. Nothing ever. It's always false. Would it be fair to say, fuck it, if you say vaccine cause autism, you go to jail? This is just like stochastic terrorism that you're doing. Your words are a weapon trying to kill people, because that's the result. We have the measles outbreak. Well, you have, sadly.
So if your words hurt other people, you should be punished for that.
Not necessarily that broad. In Canada, we have a concept where we can, well, we have made some specific thing illegal to say, but like, it's not broad. You need the highest level prosecutor in the country to say, yeah, fuck it, we're fucking this person over, in order for a prosecution to happen. So it's something very rare that will happen only for the highest tier people. This kind of laws I love, right? If you're like, I'll just like bastardize what it is, but in Canada, you cannot say that the Holocaust never happened. It did happen, okay? The Holocaust happened.
Yeah.
You cannot say that it did not happen. You cannot make a Holocaust denial. You cannot, like, all of these things are not things that you can legally do. And if you do, you might have
just an excuse for liars.
Yes, right? So I'm totally for the fact that we could jail somebody that denies the Holocaust, because if you're big enough and you're doing that much damage, that the highest prosecutor in the fucking country is out there being like, whoa, this motherfucker is unhinged, then yes, you get the boot, you get in jail, I'm all in for it, and we should have a space where some very precise concepts are enshrined in law, and that we can just say, fuck your rights, because, like, it's true, free speech, okay, good, we have free speech, we can say things, the government are not going to be able to ban what we say.
Speech is a privilege, though, you have to be careful with it. Like, it's a powerful tool, it's the most powerful weapon. Like, the way that I'm starting to think about it right now.
Yes and no. Okay, you do not have free speech right now in the US. Because if you're a free speech absolutist, you would believe that child pornography is free speech. It is an expression of your speech.
I already...
Right? You've heard of this,
an expression
probably.
of free speech.
So, like, but everybody agrees that it's not fucking free speech. Go fuck yourself, okay? Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that, like, no. Go kill yourself and go, like, drink some windshield fucking fluid if you want to do that, right? So, it's okay to say, if somebody does CP, they should be in jail. It's okay to say that. It's not anti-free speech. So in the same vein that somebody with these ideas should be jailed, well, more than ideas, somebody that will do these actions should be jailed, I believe that somebody that does the action of denying the Holocaust publicly at the cost of literally everybody's, like, understanding and brain should be fucking jailed. Everybody that denies that, I believe that we should extend it to a bunch of other things, right? We should probably have a board in Canada where we decide that these are some medical realities, and if you go against them, well, fuck you, you're getting the boot. And I would be okay with that. But the big difference, the reason why I'm okay with this, it's because it's enshrined in law, okay? You've never seen an authoritarian regime where they're going to say, you cannot by law speak about Tiananmen Square, okay? In China, they don't say that. They ban it. Everybody knows that you cannot talk about what happened with the guy in the tank, right? Everybody knows this. You cannot talk about it. But there's no fucking law enshrining this. Because if there was a law, it would be so easy to just point to the law, right? You can just, hey, what is this thing that the government really doesn't want us to talk about? And what the fuck did it mean? So I'm okay with us violating rights if it's written in law. If your elected official are ballsy enough to say, Yeah, fuck your rights. And I'll write it in the law? Okay, go ahead. We have a bunch of rules in Canada that allows us to do this, and that's fucking cool. But anyway. It just needs to be explicit. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Free speech based. Like, we often fear the 1984 like country with the surveillance state and all that. But the real thing that we should fear is not like a small encroachment. It's when a dark system that is not open, that cannot be seen, is built in the background to fuck you up. 1984 has no rule book that says this is illegal. It just is. And you're just fucked. So, yeah. People attack the wrong thing. It's just... we should believe the experts. We should enshrine more power into the unelected. Elected people are often retarded. People that are appointed are way smarter 99% of the time because they're away from the electoral process. They're away from trying to educate or catch the populace. I don't know how to say it to, like... Anyway. I fucking hate the populace, okay? I hate the voters. That's my issue. Fuck the voters. I love them when they vote like me. But apart from that, fuck them. We like yapping here. Thank you,
Yes,
Ned.
and I like to learn from yapping.
I like to yap with you, okay? It's fun.
Yes. Hey, maybe if I escape to Quebec, I can go see you in person.
Almost. But I'm far as fuck from you. So that, if ever I'm in Ontario, okay, we will time ourselves. We'll time ourselves. But yeah, we doing good. We doing good. We doing good in Canada. I'm hoping for you guys. I'm hoping for you guys. Even though I sound like a big fucking put them all in the gas chamber. They deserve it. They voted for Trump. I'm not, okay. I still want you to.
I know you're
come
mocking
back.
us. We need to be mocked.
Yes, but I want. Okay, fuck. I dream of my queen, Hillary fucking Clinton, wiping the fucking Russian. Okay, I need Clinton back. I need her so bad. Can she run again? Okay, I'm half memeing. Please don't run, Hillary. But I would like her to govern, okay? That would have been a fucking based country. Holy shit.
We need like a 23-year-old president who has... Oh, no, not 23-year-old. You know what was the limit? It was like 35-year-old president, 30, like a before 40s or early 40s president who has new ideas, but also has an extensive network of experts and like, I don't want to say enthusiasts, but people who are interested in what they talk about, like energetic people, not enthusiasts, because enthusiasm implies bias, but like energetic people who can discuss and who can explain it.
You're describing
Like we need a
Democrats.
president who has... Yes.
What? I don't think that the age matters. I think that when they're young, it's an issue.
Well, yeah, mental plasticity matters.
I don't think that it's important at that point. Why would mental
That's true, you do want
plasticity-
some structural viscosity.
I don't think that it matters. First of all, let's address Seb. You're right, Bill Clinton could play a saxophone. True, we have Bill in the background, semi-senile, just fucking... And while we got our queen wiping some Russian, holy shit. Okay, and enough memes. But I think that we Okay, the US over-indexed because of, I was about to say Bill Clinton, fuck, Joe Biden. Right, you're traumatized because of Joe, that was like old, and that sounded like an old grandpa, and people like started to yell that he was senile while he wasn't. But in reality, Joe Biden was fucking based, okay? He did so many good things. He was so good. So I don't think that age has anything to do with it. I think that the only thing that we should look at is how the person should want to govern. Do they care about good governance? Do they want to push the country to a better place? If so, absolutely. Put them the fuck there, right? I don't care if it's... Yeah. Saxophone video based.
Put it on stream.
Yes. Watch on YouTube. Oh, it's a short. Wait. What the fuck? Where are you running? Why are you running? Bro. Value minus 5,000 bucks. Like the value increase.
So great,
and on the other one, anyway, it's insane. No, people like panic over leaders. I don't think that leaders matter other than like their capacity to get people to vote. Like, I like my leader, Mark Carney. He's like the best. He's a central banker. He has everything to make me love him so much. But at the end of the day, it could be bring back Justin, okay? Bring back Justin Trudeau. I'm in. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who governs. If they care about the country, it's good enough. It's just that if they're not fucking retards that don't delegate. Like, that's the issue, right? Trump is retarded. Too retarded to govern. So, and he only cares about himself. And there's some, like, left-wing flank of the Democrat that are too retarded to govern. And they don't listen to anybody. They're just retarded. So, that too exists. But, anyway. It's complicated. I don't know. Just vote Democrats, US citizens. That's the only choice. Nothing else to do. Fuck the fascist.
Yes. Where is it? I think it would be...
I'll be voting liberal until I die. Okay.
Okay, where is it? Copy. Here it is. So I sent this to the guy that I was discussing ice with, and he said, "Oh, fuck you, Discord." I sent this to the guy I was discussing ice with, and he said that looking into how law enforcement, I shouldn't look into how law enforcement handles gang activity because it would put me at risk, which is like true, but at the same time, he basically just said, dude, stop learning. Just believe what I believe.
Based. Enemy definition, not a lawful resident of the US. And that's literally not an argument, right? Because you don't know that. Whenever enforcement happen, you don't know if it's a resident that you've just fuck up on.
Exactly.
A citizen of Venezuela, not an argument. A member of Tren de Aragua, that would be a fair argument if it was extremely targeted. And
yeah,
we
but
were
look
talking
at how
about,
they prove it.
Someone is considered to be a Tren de Aragua member if courts find the individual to have committed gang-like activity. Okay, that could be fair. Self-identifies as Tren de Aragua. I would have to question how broad this shit is. Individual is identified as Trenderaga to intelligence reporting. We're getting loose as fuck here because intelligence reporting can be just an anonymous retard or somebody like real, like an FBI informant that has been doing good thing for like years, or like we don't know. These are two intelligence reporting. Anyway, conducts activities with Tren de Aragua. That doesn't mean anything. Like, depends which activities, but subject has tattoos denoting membership to Tren de Aragua. Again, doesn't really mean anything. Uses symbol in use by Tren de Aragua. That's retarded. Where errors may show up, law enforcement or intelligence reporting subject number of Tren de Aragua to the Bureau of Prison Validations and reliable foreign partner information. Well, where errors may show up, technically, all of them could be errors, or they could be grossly negligent in how they're using the information, right? So even the first one, which is the strongest one.
Having a document doesn't mean that you follow it in good faith.
Right, and okay, I'm sure that you remember. Maybe I'm mixing up people. Wasn't there like a gay hairdresser that was sent to CCOT? Do you remember that? Because of a tattoo?
I don't know.
Anyway, fuck. There was that, and oh no, it's somebody else that I'm thinking about. Sent to CCOT. How? USA. Fuck, I'm not going to find it. Anyway, there was a guy that was sent to CCOT. It's not the gay hairdresser dude. I'm mixing people. Anyway. Or maybe he was just deported. I don't remember. Fuck. But the court technically find that he was part of a gang, but it was the way that it was like quote unquote found was that they were trying to set up if the person needed to go to court or not. So the choice is, can they go to court? Is it reasonable for us to put them to court? And the proof that they give is an anonymous informant that says he's part of a gang. So the court says, I believe they call it like a grand jury, or no, not a grand jury. They have another name for this. Fuck. Anyway, it's a jury of like.
Is it the same standard as a grand jury? Like a fake standard?
Bro, I don't remember. I'm not good with that. But I'm not good with legal name in the U.S. So very sorry, but it's the standard is like, is it reasonable that somebody could possibly be like, that's the standard that they must
very
uphold.
Low standard.
Yeah, exactly. So they have
on
this standard. They say yes, and then the Trump government is like, oh look, in the past that happened because of this evidence. Well, buddy, first, it's not evidence. Yes, technically, a court found something, but, I mean, that doesn't mean anything, right? It just means that the court was willing to hear something. So even the first one could be total bullshit. That's what I mean. You need somebody that gives a shit, right? If it's a Trump government, each of this bullshit doesn't matter.
Man, look at my Linux YouTuber. I'm fucking cooked. He's talking about American politics. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
True! Who the fuck are you?
Salut?
Salut?
I don't actually speak French.
I don't even fucking know who you are! Who cares?
Je n'en parle français.
Baguette. Alright.
Baguette, oui, oui. Oh, oui,
I was actually born and raised here in Montreal, Quebec, but I speak no French.
Oh, okay. I think I remember you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to agree on a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Every morning I wake up and I pray to Netanyahu, dude.
Exactly. All I want is an airstrike for all the Palestinians, okay? All of them. Glass them down. I'm joking. Please don't.
How's the baby?
Baby's doing well. Baby's doing well.
Amazing.
I
Isn't
don't know
she
how
two
she's
now?
sleeping. Yes, but she's still a baby in my heart.
Isn't it kind of wild that like a random dude on Discord is asking you how the baby is doing? That is kind of crazy.
I,
Like,
We're
fuck
I'm
humans.
your
okay.
It's our job to check in on each other.
That's fair.
It's fair. How are you all doing, guys? How is your lives?
Well, I quit my work from home job because the shit was depressing, and I moved to an in-person job.
That's fair. That's fair. I hope you're making more money, though.
No, I took a 15K cut.
Bro,
and I
what
think
the
it's worth
fuck?
it.
You took a cut that's like half of my fucking salary, bro. I'm so fucking poor. Okay. I have a house, so I'm good.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, it's in Laval. I don't know if you know. Yeah, you're not from Laval, are you?
I'm not from Laval.
actually-
Never would be
Well,
from Laval.
Yeah,
Fuck
if
Laval.
it was from Laval, it was like, dude, I mean, you have a house, but like, is that even a house at that point, right? Like,
Well,
I have a house in fucking the Gaza Strip. Well, congratulations.
well, I live in Trois-Rivières, so
I don't know if it's that much better, dude. Do you guys have a REM there yet?
if I get to, yeah, we'll get it. We'll not a RAM, but we'll get the
The Quebec Windsor high-speed rail?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. When you're fucking when your girl's like 18.
I'm good with that, okay? We're gonna have some fucking rail, okay? Let us rail that country. I love Mark Carney,
Rail.
okay? I love rail and
I'm
Mark Carney.
I am a carnivore, dude. I'm a carnivore too.
I'm a carnivore too. I could
Carnivore is
kill
amazing.
myself to get that guy in power until my daughter dies, okay? I'm all in. Sacrifice me.
White Obama wasn't good enough, dude. My boy Justin.
Well, Justin was pretty good, okay? We gotta say.
That good. He didn't do the electoral reform he wanted to do because
I
he
don't
was
fuck.
too scared the conservatives are gonna lose their shit. We could have had Australian style, like what do you call it? What do they have in Australia? They have like a non-first past the post system.
I don't give a fuck. Have you seen our fucking Senate? It's built by liberals, okay? We are fucking locked,
And it's
okay?
because some people think Canada is like a three-party system. It's actually a 1.5-party system. Liberals are in the middle, and whenever they feel like it, they'll just expand and eat everyone from the NDP and the Conservatives. That is the most giga-based thing, dude. It's the most typical liberal thing to do. It's just looking at other people's ideas. Oh, you guys want less taxes? Okay. You guys want more environmentalism? Okay. And just cannibalize the NDP and cannibalize the Conservatives. That shit is giga-based.
It is. I fucking
You-
love. Oh my
Listen
god.
to Don Davis's speech at the press gallery dinner.
Oh yeah.
Gotta pull that shit up, dude. That shit is a classic.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. But I mean, fuck. Is there anything bad going on with Carney, or am I just having like the biggest boner ever? Holy shit. This world is the best one.
Well, Quebec is probably gonna make a referendum when the Parti Québécois
Fuck
goes into
that.
power soon.
Nah.
They're 100% pulling a referendum.
Okay.
The thing is, luckily for us, because by the way, people underestimate Trump. You know, he wrote 3 books, 3 more than he ever read, and because of, by the way, I think that line is ripped directly from our boy,
Big D.
no, what's his name? Another Steven, a different Steven, Steve Bannon.
Oh.
When Steve Bannon, oh yeah, it was Epstein or Steve Bannon.
Oh,
shit,
both of
Epstein.
them are fucking
No,
unhinged.
it was during a conversation with Steve Bannon. I don't know if it was Steve. Okay, so Steve Bannon is interviewing Epstein, and I don't know if it was Steve Bannon or Epstein that make this meme about how Trump read, or maybe it was an email. I don't know what it was, but it was one of those 3. Dude, XXTH3, he has more information on this. Is that from the? Anyways, as I was saying, when Quebec makes that referendum, it's probably not going to be to secede from Canada, but it's going to be to make Canada more EU, right? More federated, where individual provinces have significantly more autonomy. So instead of
I disagree.
what is Bill 1, right? Bill 1 that was passed this year in the Quebec Parliament. This was Quebec first, Canada second, in the sense the bill declares the legitimacy of Quebec first.
Whoa. Am I having a misunderstanding here? Bill 1 is always a bill that is there to separate Quebec from broader Canada. That's what Bill 1 is meant to do. Bill 1 also at the federal level is there to significate the separation between monarchy and the parliament. That's always there.
This is a new thing in 2025, the Quebec Constitution Act. The bill enacts the Constitution of Quebec, the act representing the Constitution and autonomy of Quebec, and the act representing the Council Constitutional Definition and Constitution of Quebec. The Constitution of Quebec stands primary over any. It says the Constitution of Quebec, which states its primary over any insistent rule of law, defines Quebec nation, establishes statute of collective rights system of governments. Where is Canada in this? I don't even think Canada's part of it. Did they forget?
Well, I mean, you know what? I don't care. I'll put, fuck it.
Dude, the Quebec Liberals have no one, dude. What do you mean?
I don't care about the Quebec Liberals. You know what I need?
Yeah, they're the most cucked party, dude.
What I need is the federal, okay?
Federal, yes.
Bro, Glock me, okay? No, just, what's his fucking name? Chrétien, okay? Think about Chrétien.
Yeah. Jean Chrétien, dude. I would kiss him, dude. I would work for the CBC just so I can have a floppy toppy with him, dude.
Yes.
Isn't he like 90? He's 90 years old, right? And
he's from Shawinigan. He's right over me, okay?
Shawinigan, yeah.
I would come home to him and suck his dick, because that guy is the reason why independence cannot happen. It needs.
Oh, you know what else didn't happen? You know who else? It's also people like me, because I'm Jewish, and famously, why didn't the referendum pass? Because of the vote of
the ethnic vote.
The ethnic, yes.
Fuck the Jews, am I right? Okay.
Dude, also Muslims. Come on, man. Equal opportunity.
True. We've got too many ethnics right now. Too many ethnics.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I need more.
What is this? I think this is Park Avenue in Montreal. Outremont. Have you ever been there? The amount of Jews? That shit cray.
I don't know shit. The only thing I know about Jews is fucking bagels.
Oh, let me tell you the story about the pink and blue donut. Okay. So, the pink and blue donut, they met on Tinder, I'm sorry. They met on Tinder, and they've been dating for about a couple of weeks, and they've been hanging out. It's wholesome, it's nice. One day, the blue donut walks into his girlfriend's house, and he sees the girl, the pink donut, putting on her pink makeup, her pink glazing. And he sees her without the makeup, and he yells out loud. And he sees her without the makeup, and he sees she's not a donut, she's a bagel. And he yells out loud, "You're Jewish?"
What the fuck did I just heard?
Right, the pink donut.
I don't know what I heard either.
The pink donut isn't a donut, it was a bagel. And the blue donut is so surprised, he yells, "You're Jewish?" Question mark. He was shocked, because she wasn't a pink donut, she was a bagel, which is a Jewish. You guys are just shitty at memes.
I get it. It's just very fucking bad, okay?
The best memes, 10 people told me, "Mr. Wisecorn, 1818, your memes are so great." This is true.
I don't understand your memes. I just can't. It's not happening.
Oh, man.
You do it better than me. You do it better than me. But yeah, Canada, okay.
I'm a fucking parrot. I do every impression better than everyone else. I'm the best. You must agree.
I agree.
My favorite skit is like the Trump shoes. What's the guy's name? Sean Gillis's Trump shoes skit. Oh, these are fucking funny. You have to hold on. I'll link you this. I want you to play it for us.
All right.
Neek. All right, we're gonna play this meme.
We're gonna play the meme. Where is the meme? Oh.
30-year-old Gordon Dwyer just couldn't catch a break. Not at work. Dwyer! Not in love. And especially not on the court.
Gordon for 3.
Nice shot, idiot.
Why am I such a loser?
But that's all about to change.
Gordon, thought you could use these. Donald J. Trump? Whoa, Trump better
Oh,
sell
wow.
sneakers?
He famously did actually sell sneakers.
Oh yeah, I know.
Dwyer's about to find out that winning
Come on, man, how'd you miss that?
is a state of mind.
I didn't miss. It went in.
True, you won it, bro.
From Newsmax Studios and the writer of Like Mike comes another magical sneaker movie for white people.
So you're saying these Trump shoes made you good at...
Okay, enough memes. Enough memes.
Fucking ADHD Andy.
Yes.
Anyways, Quebec wants to make laws, for example, about the French language, and it can't because of this petty Charter of Rights. So
Well,
it has to do
they
this
already
cuck
can.
shit. No, they have to do this cuck shit of like doing the notwithstanding clause every time. And
What
they
do
have
you
to
mean
redo their
cucked?
shit. That's like
It's
cuck
based.
shit, dude.
Nah, it's based.
They should just make a new Charter of Rights.
Oh, they should just violate the laws without saying that they are violating the laws? What the fuck do you mean?
Besides, it's actually a gigabrain move to make the federation smaller, because Alberta's gonna run out of oil, and then the equalization payments are gonna go the other way, where we're gonna have to give Alberta money, because they're gonna right now they pay no taxes because everything is subsidized by their oil sands, and that shit's gonna run out, right?
When?
And
When is it, okay? Because my oil stocks need to stop pump to resume the pump, okay? I don't want to lose my money.
don't buy oil stocks, don't buy airline stocks, buy bank stocks, and buy infrastructure stocks like Hydro-Quebec and.
Hydro-Quebec, we don't have a stock for Hydro-Quebec.
I know. That's
No, I'm rotating right now, okay? I'm going to a financial institution and the general the Canadian
That's the
economy.
way to go, dude. Canadian economy and Canadian banks, dude. That's
Yep.
giga-based.
All
I
in
would put my
TD.
money in the fucking in the CDPQ, but they can't. It's only for pensioners. The CDPQ is the entity that built the
Yeah.
CDPQ Infra is the entity that invested in the REM. I
Yep.
would glaze the fuck out of them. Holy shit.
I would too.
The
Put
REM is
him
one
on
of the most
my
giga-based
knees.
things. I'll be on my knees so hard.
Yup.
Yves François Blanchet is gonna have to use the notwithstanding clause, dude. That's how hard. That's like a meme directly from what's his name? From what's his name? The guy from the
the
NDP guy, Don Davis.
Davies. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have such a great country.
Do
Holy
we have
fuck.
like a Rule 34 of Polly Evan Carney after they were holding hands at the memorial
Bro.
on the plane afterward?
I couldn't give a fuck more about that, okay? I saw a shooting and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I don't care.
Man,
Holy
Dude.
fuck.
is exporting heated rivalry considered soft or hard power? Hmm?
I don't care.
You know how exporting media is soft power?
Exporting
Right,
media is
US.
soft power. Yes, technically, yes.
Okay. Is exporting heated rivalry considered soft or hard power? Or maybe it starts off soft and then it becomes hard.
I guess it does.
I'm making a pun, dude.
Yes.
Get out of my amazing fucking puns.
Yes, your pun is shit. I don't even know how I can process it.
12k is not 70k Canadian. I'm sorry. 12k British pounds is not 70k Canadian. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
go fuck
that is-
yourself. Go fuck
that is
yourself.
a fake number. Hold on. Well,
Go fuck yourself. Okay, put it all in the Canadian economy.
That's like 22, dude. Okay. Our dollar is not that shit, okay?
Our dollar's not going to get stronger, okay? It's going to get weaker, sadly.
We finance Netanyahu and Gaza, okay? So we're good. I remember talking to like my liberal friends, and they're mad at Trudeau for supporting Israel. I speak to my conservative friends, and they're mad at Trudeau for sending money to Gaza. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck is this guy playing both sides? No one is happy at him. Both of these people are mad at him. He can't win. Holy.
I gotta say, he's fucking based, okay? I love Trudeau. The only reason why I'm
Girlfriend is on the
floating...
$5 bill. You know?
What?
His girlfriend is on the. You have a Canadian $5 bill. There's an astronaut on there, and his girlfriend Katy Perry is famously an astronaut because she rode in Jeff Bezos' dildo ship for like 20 minutes.
Dude, nobody cares about her. I care about Trudeau's policies. God damn it! That's $600 in my bank account every month. I love it. Okay, send more.
How do you
Mark,
get that, dude? Tell me more.
the CCB, the Canadian Child Benefit.
Oh shit! I have to have kids for that.
Yup. You got
Yeah,
to
but
have
any-
some big balls, okay? And to fuck somebody who doesn't have big balls. Okay, that's the important
Dude,
part.
you know, there's a street in Montreal called Trans Island, and I live on that street.
That's based as fuck.
Well, it's not good because I can't get that credit, dude. They can't. There's an XKCD comic about how someone has a bug and they can't, and then like the two developers have sex, and then 9 months later they are not pregnant, and then they close the bug, can't reproduce. This is famously Trans Island, and I am not gonna be able to get myself the my tax credit for kids, dude. Unless
Good
I
one.
get
Good one.
yeah.
And $10 a day childcare also.
Is that a
Daycare or
thing for
whatever.
real? Isn't the
Well,
line
it's
like a billion years?
it's less than 10, okay? So it's like
Nice.
6. Is it 9 and 65 or is it 6 and 95? I don't remember. I don't give a fuck. It's not it's cheap.
Why do
I
you
get-
have like
I get so much.
Why do you have 5 recording icons in your?
I'm recording very fucking hard, okay?
5 times?
4-time OBS and the last
that
one
just
is
like a-
Discord.
Is that just like a KDE plasma tells you each time something is capturing a screen?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why do you need so many OBSs?
That's because of all the porn that's on my hard drive. You know, the 3 terabytes of porn.
Ah, yes.
joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. That was a very good moment in stream. Okay.
Which one? Mr. Vosh or the other guy? The guy that actually had like.
Yeah, the guy with the links. And his fucking girlfriend is like, I only knew that he had 3 terabytes of porn.
didn't know it was 30.
I never
He doesn't-
laughed that much in my life.
He doesn't have 5 OBS opens. He has one OBS that has 5 windows captured, and then KDE Plasma is just doing some shit.
Okay. We're going to survive. We're going to survive. Life is fun, okay? First of all, fuck you all, the foreigners, okay? This is a Canadian stream. Fuck
So
you.
true.
Yes. Can I be Canadian? Can I be an honorary Canadian?
Yes, you can.
Little
Wow.
Canada, so.
Hold on. Maybe if Canada joins the EU, but then like you guys are cut from the EU. Although there is the fact that we share a monarch. So that's
No.
sweet.
Reverse it. Reverse it. The EU becomes part of Canada. That's the real way.
Yo.
Let's create an empire.
No
okay?
more, what is the age verification bullshit. No more of that for the EU. Save the EU from their stupidity.
Exactly. Wu thought that Russia was always Canadian
I'm on the
land.
other side of this. As much as I'm a capital L liberal, I can't help but think that we'll live in a better world if we roll back the past 30 years of online freedoms. I feel like that has been detrimental in such many ways. So okay, there was this crazy socialist dude that I met on Discord. He has a commune in Alberta, and he owned an internet service company. His idea was a set of protocols called Internet 2. And conceptually, they're very simple. Internet that is going within the country is completely fine. Internet that crosses a border is subject to all matters of molestation. So any entity that is transmitting any packet over the internet, over a border, right, and like enforcing this is relatively trivial. You just have to control the couple of like backbone companies that actually have fiber that crosses borders, right? You just assert your sovereignty over your border, and then, dude, because I feel like the thing that's fucking killing the fuck out of everyone's fucking societies is these Russian bots that are corrupting everyone's minds. And I feel like the only reason Canada is not cooked is because we're just not a worthy, like, it's just not an appealing target. If we were the bigger country out of Canada and the United States, we would have been the target, and the Americans, the Russians would have sent like Lex Friedman and all the other agents to Canada instead of the U.S.
Nah.
Therefore,
The reason why we're not getting fucked is because we've got the best voters.
we're not, dude. What do you mean?
I'm joking.
40%
I'm
of
joking.
Canadians
That
voted
is
for
so
Mark
bad.
Polyev. I know. I'm still taking the bait, but how many Canadians voted for Mark Polyev for Pierre
Don't say that again, or I'll kill
I
you.
know. I'm sorry, dude. That was like me shipping them together, dude, in my gay porn. No,
Oh,
how many
yeah, of
Canadians
course.
voted for Pierre Polyev? And these Canadians are never gonna vote for Trudeau. They're super extreme. They fucking anything liberal is like the worst thing ever. And
I'm not
yeah,
that sure.
one-
No. Look, I'll make a bet. Okay, we'll see soon. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We're aligning with the majority, but let's say that we have elections. We're going to see the conservatives kill themselves. There's not that much that are ideologically committed to the thing, and they're not that brainwashed. I think that we can pull them out of this shit, okay? There's a 15%, 20% of the population that are retards that deserve a bullet. I agree. But the rest of them, nah, they're just lost. We're good.
Ned the Fox, I agree with you aspirationally to what you mentioned there. That is just not what happens on the internet. And I feel like that would happen if it was in the
Yeah.
country. Like,
You can-
do you think that
yeah.
people that voted to leave for Brexit, like, legitimately considered, like, well, what do we want from leaving? And, like, what's so scary for us? And, like, are we going to
Yeah.
legitimately be able to fix our economic problems we currently have to migrate hundreds of thousands of people per year? I don't know actually the number, but, like, because no one is having kids and, like, our society is structured around infinite growth, so we need a ever-growing consumer base, and no, fucking Boris Johnson, dude, that is the biggest L. We had Justin Trudeau, which is white Obama, and we had Mark Carney, which is like Jesus reincarnate. You guys had Boris Johnson, and then 3 other retards that I forgot their names, and then you guys have Keir Starmer, which is like, this guy is terrified of his own shadow. He doesn't do anything, and he's like the most. What the world wants right now, and what around the world politicians are getting elected, are politicians that are, I would say, in your face or are not incrementalist. Keir Starmer is legitimately, I would imagine, working very hard, as hard as he could, to try to govern and try to make lives easier for people. But that's not what's going to win an election. What's going to win an election is, who's the current Japan Prime Minister? Sanai Takaichi? It's not the other guy that got murked. Sanai Takaichi. She won because she was going hardcore against China and against Taiwan. Like, Carney won because he was going hardcore against Trump. That is what the voters want now. I don't know, dude. I'm yapping out of my ass here.
Oh no, that's so good, okay? I was laughing my way all the way to the toilet whenever you said that Mark Carney was Jesus Christ. Because it's true. It's true.
He is the savior.
He is.
Peter Thiel is legitimately the Antichrist.
I
That's why he's so scared of it.
I would be gay for Carney, okay? That's how it is.
Don't be gay for Peter Thiel because he kills his boyfriends famously.
Then
his boyfriend died by falling off of some building.
Whew, that's pretty Russian.
I know, right? What's the average cause of death of like Russian generals?
I thought you were about to say what's the average cause of
Version
death for Peter Thiel's husbands?
Yeah, that I think version 2 describes the current reality, which is why, even in Canada, there's not as much as the U.S. And I think even in Canada,
Thanks, CBC.
where the conservators, thanks Radio Canada, which is CBC but French. I think that even the conservators in Canada, I don't think are as fashy as the Americans. The Americans are pretty much just okay with fascism. Like some high percent, yeah, dude, the some high percentage of them. But I don't think that many Canadians are. There's this
Well-
dude that I like to listen to, and he's like giga thick. His name is Vlad Alexander. He calls himself a public intellectual, dude.
Oh no.
That sounds like, I know, right? That sounds like some shit that like I'm a public intellectual and like in women's bathrooms or some shit.
Cubic intellectual.
Yeah. I really like the way he just thinks, and like I can't find jack shit. Okay, hold on. Let me look him up.
People, what do you think of version 2 of my media claim?
I just got pranked by the GNU guys. Okay.
Huh?
I'm looking at Seb. Oh, we just lost a member of the crew. Okay, S-frame. Okay. What happened? Ah, okay, I get it. So what did you... Oh, okay, it's the same thing that I read. Okay.
My
He's
apologies.
back!
It seems like Discord, Firefox decided to shit the bed.
Oh, I thought it was the Palestinian forces. No, okay. That's enough.
Yeah, dude, the PLO, dude.
You could have named anything but them. Okay. Anything but them.
Black September? I
Okay,
don't think
fuck
they're
this.
black anymore. I think they're disbanded. What?
Do I look like I follow any of this? The only thing I follow is how
shit,
much
Zig
80s they
stuff?
go on.
Holy. I know many people like have their own private Zig forks with like random fixes when they're waiting for that shit to be upstream. Like, I don't remember when this was. I saw this random Zig project. I think this was... Can't remember. I remember it was something I was interested in, so it might have been like a... It might have been like a gRPC thing that I was looking into. And the dude was like, well, this is the library. Also, you have to use my fork of the Zig compiler. I'm like, what? No, I'm so good. I don't want to use your fork of the Zig compiler to use your fucking gRPC library. No, thank you. The fuck?
That sounds so janky. Just holding a fucking whole ass compiler. I got a
Here's
fork.
the guy. This is the guy. I like to listen. This is the guy I like to listen, yeah. But he has like some kind of like chronic condition, so sometimes he's actually sick, so it's kind of sad, but he likes the app on the internet and I like to listen to them.
Oh, I think I saw a thing from him.
Like, wait, I haven't forked the compiler in a long time. At least be able to statically bin baggage forking. Yeah, that's fair. I like their stuff. Now they're moving. They made this blog post that was like double based. Okay, look, the thumbnails. I mean, I don't have thumbnails enabled. Okay, so let me share my screen really quick.
Oh, I'm sharing the thumbnails.
You have to get on my level. Don't look at the thumbnails, please. Get on my level.
Too bad
okay?
it's
Hold on.
streamed.
Look at this. This is how I view the videos. Okay.
Alright, so only the face.
No, it's the guy that made Sponsor Block. He just has a thing where it fetches a random image from a random frame from the video.
Oh yeah, you showed it last time, and it made like all of my clickbait fucking things just mute.
True. No. Actually, you're wrong. I don't know why I clicked on Perun.
That looks based. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Perun. He makes the geopolitical slideshows once a day on Sunday.
Maple, what do you think of my second premises conclusion question thing? Premise, not premises, premise.
I don't know why your shit's not
Well,
popping up.
That's exactly what we talked about, right? So the fact that the media, well, before was quote unquote trusted on reporting the truth, and now that they're reporting garbage, of course people are going to be fed garbage, right? That's all that
I
happens.
find these thumbnails to be as equally enjoyable. Like, if I see the Linux literacy video, and the thumbnail is like DDIF0, DDSDA, right? I would click on that shit. I mean, I didn't, but still.
Thank you for making my point, okay?
I think it's better like that, dude. I don't... Look at this shit, dude.
Okay, turn it off.
Without...
Look at how
Yeah.
based this is. Look at how based.
I have
Besides the one
nothing
with
to
my
say.
face in it, but the
This
others...
is awesome. This is awesome.
Nah.
Really
My
very
main
cute.
page is based, okay? Nothing to say here.
I'll just show you. Okay, this is my YouTube homepage now. We have CBC News, SNL,
Minecraft.
William Spaniel, so geopolitics, local politics. There's like a random court case I've been following, so I'm getting this guy's shit. I'm in the middle of listening to Les Wexner's proposition. It's like an old Olympics thing. Pretty interesting. It's like...
I don't know if I would want to share my fucking homepage. Bro, that sounds like
there is,
suicide.
then there is the Dyson Sphere, some kind of automation, a grave digger. I think as I saw some other grave digging video and I thought that was like interesting.
Oh yes, a grave digging video.
This
Nice.
guy, Wall Street Journal. Oh, this guy, he's also Canadian. Ken Thompson.
That guy's Canadian?
Yeah.
What the
I wonder he's
fuck?
so based, am I right?
Is he based?
I think so. And then this shit is fucking cancerous AIDS. Holy. This is fucking giga cancer, AIDS, HIV, monkeypox, like fucking Ebola. Like, this is cringe. Even though this is an awesome video, right? The guy got his own autonomous system number. And like, this looks even cooler. Starting his own autonomous system.
You have your way to say things, I guess.
I'm confident in my YouTube homepage, so I can show it off. Your shit's probably full of like, Forsen daily video recommendations, dude. Dude, it's Forsen Video Core, okay? That's what it is.
Oh man.
XX, is that your homepage? Or was that a screen cap of mine? Because I watched both of those people. Both the Zig person. I actually saw that video of his today, his GIF viewer, but I don't think I clicked on it yet. Yeah, he's a big nothing believer.
Nothing believer. What does that
Nothing
mean?
ever happens, dude.
Oh, okay. Nothing ever happens. Well, that's
I really do feel bad for flat earthers, dude. All these other conspiracy theories are proven right. And then these guys are still fucking...
right.
Dude, the world is literally run by a cabal of pedophiles. That shit is crazy.
Bro, it's not. Anyway.
Who's in the White House right now?
This is a
Pedophile.
good summary of my YouTube homepage.
That is 3 videos. You are not brave.
I don't know. If I open something, it will be like the end.
Too many papers is very nice. Yeah, I remember reading about this on Hacker News today, that they're using Vulkan, right? Minecraft Java is switching from OpenGL to Vulkan, I guess. Good luck. Have fun. It's always thrilling experience. Me when I go from OpenGL to Vulkan. Yes, so much fun, dude.
Okay. What does it
Oh
change?
shit. It's a more modern graphics API and like blah blah blah.
I know it doesn't change anything for the end user. That's the thing.
Dude, they'll just feel more modern.
Oh, I feel more modern.
Dude, my Minecraft is so much better now. I was at this meetup today at my job. Like my office hosts this meetup called Code MTL, and there was these college students, and one of them showed me a product he was working on. First of all, he said he like had this thing written in Rust, and I got perked up, right? I was like, oh shit, Rust, dude, we're about to bond. Turns out this fucking retard prompted his way. He's like, I can't do a hello world in Rust, but I wrote a text editor because I vibe coded my way to a Rust text editor. I'm like, okay. So first of all, certified capital R retard. Second, his shit used more RAM than Cursor, which is a VS Code fork with like AI slot built in. Cursor was using 100 megs of RAM, and his shit was using 150 megs of RAM. So it's like,
What?
how the fuck do you rewrite it in Rust and it's still more RAM? What? Ayo. That's an achievement
What was he
by
loading?
itself. I don't know. And he had like he wanted to show off this like global file search feature, like a rip grep or something. Like you know how like every editor has like a search within the fold. He typed the letter A, and I shit you not, this shit froze and started spinning for like 5 or 6, 8 seconds. And like the only thing it's searching at the time is like a Rust project and a target directory. Like, bro, it cannot take that long. It's a MacBook with an SSD. How the fuck did you mess that up? What's probably happening is that he probably just uses the readdir like API to just read every file one at a time, and then for every file, open it up, read it into RAM, and then search through that RAM with like just a naive search without any like SIMD optimizations. And yeah, that's how you make your shit slow. Congratulations.
Well,
The Rust
he's
Foundation
reinventing the wheel, so he's kind of retarded at the first place. And doing it vibe coding style. That's retarded. Okay, that's...
Yeah, you're a fucking college student. What do you want to like not learn anything ever in your life? Like, they're so cooked, dude. At least I'm gonna have job security. They're gonna write
Kate
vibe coded
uses
swap.
what?
Come again?
Kate uses 273 megabytes of RAM.
There ain't no way.
I don't know, maybe.
What the fuck are they doing with Kate?
236 of it is shared.
I got Kate open. Where the fuck is my Kate?
You have to do processes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. Maple Circuit just switched to Linux this year. This week. So
That's
there's another
true.
Linux.
That's true. Oh, bro.
I
that's
use
bad.
Mission Center.
I suspect it's probably like, I don't know, is it an LSP? Is there a file searcher? I don't know, why would it take up that much RAM? I know that there's what's the thingamajig that they have that like searches your file, KD Plasma?
I do have file content indexing.
Yeah, I disable that shit immediately. I really don't like that stuff. It's also using a whole bunch of RAM.
I once for shits and giggles told it to index slash, but it ended up indexing the index, and so I had a memory leak. Essentially a memory leak, but it was just it indexed an index, and so it just kept growing infinitely.
If you only care about file names and not index and not anything else, just locating file name, here is the sauce. The program is called plocate. It is the shit. Maple Circuit, do you have it installed?
Plocate? No.
Yeah. Trust me on this one. I just want to show you how fast that shit is. Indexing, how small the database is, and how fast it searches the local database once it's installed.
Why the fuck would I want to do this?
So the way plocate works is just a collection of every single file name on your system. And it uses like a fancy structure to like store them efficiently and search them blazingly fast. I think like for your entire system, like what's your home directory size? Like a terabyte?
Probably, yeah.
It can index your entire home directory like at the speed of dust. Like, you know, the dust like terminal, like the DU dust thing, the disk
Why
usage
do
thing.
people even do this? That's my confusion.
Because then you can use the, so once you build that database, you can just type locate, plocate, and look how fast plocate is.
But
It's
I don't
actually,
give a
like,
fuck.
insane.
I don't want to locate. Why do people search thing? Why not store thing in the right place?
They're useful to search things, dude.
When?
Well, earlier today at work, I needed, well, that was because I was using Mac, but I wanted to figure out where my Docker socket was.
Well, that's an
because-
issue.
Well, it's not at like /run user 1000 docker.zoc because that's Mac OS. So it was, and I use a program called orb stack because the Docker desktop is the most shittiest thing you've seen your whole life. Like, do you use Docker on your computer sometimes? No. Yeah, you're too base for that shit, dude. You're like manually make menu config anytime you need like some custom shit. Yeah, Docker on Mac is fucking awful in general. This is true. This is true. But the orb stack makes it less awful somehow. I think their latest version also uses the native containerization framework. Anyways, it's better. And luckily for us, the Docker CLI is disconnected from the Docker host. It's very generic. It literally just runs over gRPC. So you can use the Docker CLI with any Docker backend. You just have to connect to the socket. The reason why every tech company says, nah, let's buy Macs, is because tech companies want you to work from a mobile station. And Windows mobile devices are dog shit, and Linux mobile devices are too hard for non-developers to use. It's literally that simple. The mobile device management on a Windows laptop is such a massive pain in the ass for any IT company. Okay, the first premise is all of these companies want you to be able to work from a laptop because they want to be able sometimes to work from home, or sometimes if they move in the office or like moving around with the laptop. They don't want you to be tied to the desktop. General, non-Mac laptops just have trash hardware, so we're stuck into this fucking Fisher-Price operating system. I was playing with I was looking at logs from our service, whatever, one of the web services we run, and I downloaded the txt file of log, and I want to fucking open it up in VS Code because I want to like some stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, VS Code, I know, dude. Fucking beta cuck. It fucking tells me, you can't open this file because it's downloaded from the internet. Bro, what? It's a fucking txt file. It's all ASCII. You can verify that. Fucking kill yourself. It's I ended up just writing a quick program in Rust. The way this is implemented is that a file has an attribute, and like macOS file system, you can add attributes to files, and there's just like an attribute thing that it's called apple quarantine. So I just I can put that easiest fucking. Yeah, I guess. Anyways, what I was saying, there's just like this quarantine attribute on a file. I just wrote this like 50-line file that just monitors my download folder and removes the Apple quarantine thingy.
Why is your mic quality worse when you're not trying to speak to it? I mean, when you are trying to speak to it, and it gets better when you're mumbling.
I don't know, dude. I just, you know what, I'm just gonna download this, I'm just gonna copy this file and just paste it in here.
Yeah, now it's better.
I actually
How's
have
your
a good
position
mic.
change?
You know what, I'm gonna get the good mic for you. This is literally, hold on a second.
That sounded like the biggest scope. I actually have a good mic. Ooh.
Wow, dude, I got level 1. Anyways, this is literally 50 lines of code that I wrote just because, well, I needed to,
I have a good mic, I swear.
Shut up. Your mama hoe. I'm sorry, your mama's not a hoe. I have a loving relationship. I do have a good mic, and I do swear, and you should, like, definitely reconsider insulting someone with a superior prime minister.
Got that superior genetic right here.
Dude,
Okay.
did your prime minister bang his teacher? Didn't think so. I think Mark Carney did that, right?
What?
I think Carney dated his teacher.
Aren't you? Isn't that what they say about Macron?
Emmanuel Macron? Maybe.
Are they all based? That's all the. Oh no,
Mark
I don't see things about.
Carney,
That
is
fucking
in
kill me.
a spouse, Deanna Fox. Who's the spouse of Prime Minister Carney? Specialized in early life and education. He was one of the strong skaters on the women's club where she met her husband who played a goaltender. Huh. Maybe not. What did I think? Hold on. Carney met her. They met while they were studying in Oxford, yeah. Anyways. Famously, Mark Carney scored more goals than Don Davis. And Mark Carney played as a goalie, and Don Davis played as a forward.
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay. Hold on, dude.
Man.
I'll give me a couple of minutes, and then I'll hit you with the promised mic from 3,000 years ago, dude. Promised to my people. I'm Jewish.
Bro.
This mic was promised to our people, dude.
Okay, the promise mic.
Promised mic, yeah, dude. Superior mic.
Yes. What is it like? Laval is promised. It's promised land. You know what? I would be in.
We should break that promise. We should break the Laval promise. Okay, give me a second.
Why the fuck is he getting a mic? I'm about to get the fuck out.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yes.
Is it better?
No.
No, not at all. Damn.
Oh, it's worst. Is it reversed? God damn. It's not better. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, have I muted you or? No? Okay.
No. My shit is just fucked. 1 second. I don't know if I want a direct monitor. Okay. I just have to speak into my mic, and then it sounds good.
Oh, it turns out that actually using a mic correctly helps. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Who knows?
I had to turn on the monitor thing on the Focusrite, and then it makes me speak correctly into my mic. I bought it because it's a directional mic, so I have to speak very close to it. If I don't, like, I'm just gonna move a feet back from the mic, and like, you can barely fucking hear anything. You actually can't hear jack shit. It's because I live in a goon cave. I live on the first floor of a condo. Like you saw, I pointed my head to the other side, and you fucking hear less. I live on the first floor of a condo building, so the floor has very tall ceilings, and I'm a male living space, so there's no furniture either, and it has a massive echo. Although there may be something with Discord specifically. I don't know if they send stereo audio. I used to have the secret sauce. An ex of mine was proficient in like the Discord audio stuff. I used to like have like a whole setup with like a plugin that would let me talk, like it would do something to Discord which let me pipe stereo audio through Reaper directly. And then she wanted me to do like a whole convoluted setup for like a noise suppression on my mic, even more than I have now. But I at the time I had an AT2020. I think that's what it's called, right?
That doesn't tell me whatever the fuck this is. AT2020.
Yeah, the Audio Technica. Yeah. And that one for some reason is louder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, I wasn't good enough to understand how to use Pipewire, like virtual devices to do that, so I manually set up everything through a DAW. Although I still am going to need a DAW at the end of the day, because she wanted me to do like VST plugins with like noise gates and then custom denoiser plugins. Yeah.
Sounds very convoluted. Just
It is convoluted.
Just speak in the mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got
Just
now. I just got a good mic, and now I
Just
just
have a
speak
house.
into it.
You
I do have a
fucking
house. That's a Jewish thing. I
a
own
condo?
property I live in. Yeah.
That's
know,
not a
right?
house.
Is that really a house?
Not a house.
Yeah. But
Not
it
a
did go up
house.
in value since I bought it, so that's good.
Did it go up a lot? When did you buy?
Okay, so it's complicated, but the long story short is that I bought it for the price that it was worth in 2020, and I bought it last year. I bought it for the
Bro.
price on paper. So right now, I got assessed by the government of Montreal for 560, and I paid 425. I took a mortgage out for 425, and okay, in the property, in the taxes, I'm going to say that I got an assessment for 500, but current assessment from the city of Montreal when they're doing my taxes, when they're doing municipal taxes, which is, dude, that shit is fucking crazy. I need to start voting conservative so I get lower taxes.
Fuck you.
I'm just joking.
You fucking subhuman, even
I
thinking
know,
that.
dude.
Even if it's
also
a joke.
two separate taxes. It's Montreal city tax and also school tax, which are
Yep.
separate institutions, which is kind of a little bit confusing. Also, did you know that you can probably enumerate all of the tax addresses easily? Montreal.ca, like their website, just lets you it lets you put in a 7-digit account ID to get a municipal tax information.
There's so many things in the everything city related. It's always like,
So fucking
ooh, this could be abused so bad. I
for
know.
for the what do you call it, for the school tax, their system is a I shit you not, you go on their website and you click on your balance and it opens up some like .net ASP.net website looking ass, and then you click on your statement and it loads for like, it says please wait, and it goes for like 15 seconds.
I know
And
the
then you get
feeling.
your PDF. Like, holy shit! Did you guys fucking go and grow the fucking corn to harvest it to make fuel to then power an electric plant to then like generate my PDF? Like, what
I
fucking
don't
took
know
so
why
long?
you need to do that. I receive my fucking bill through the mail like a fucking boomer, okay? That's
I
what
also
happens
received it
when
through
you're
the
in
mail, but I was
Trois-Rivières.
confused as shit because I didn't know how to pay that stuff, dude. I was
Well,
like, oh, I
it's-
have to go to my bank, and then I have to put in
Yeah.
the name of the thing, and then I have to put in the number. I'm learning how to become an adult.
Like any fucking bill, man. There's not a bill that doesn't work like that. They all do. It's unhinged.
Yeah,
It's
I'm learning.
always put it in Desjardins and you're you're ready to go. You're gonna tell me that you don't use Desjardins.
Biocorn. I use a Royal Banque Royale.
Banque Royale.
Bienvenue à RBC Banque Royale.
RBC.
Welcome to RBC Royal Bank. For English, please
Press
press 9.
1. Oh, 9, yes,
One?
true.
Dude,
1 is
dude, you're in
French.
the wrong, yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm
always
calling from Ontario too much.
XX, biofuel is like, biocorn stuff is 10 times less efficient. True, but it generates 10 times more profits to the landowners. That's why you're not considering how much profit are you really making from a tiny ass solar farm. Didn't think so. How can we enrich the Bill Gates and fucking corn subsidies? Isn't that wild, dude?
Yep. Holy fuck. Can we
That shit's
annex
great.
part of the US and get more immigrant in?
We
Can we
should
do
only
that?
the non-retarded parts. We should take like all the northern United States, so like
California?
the white states. So all of the
We
Pacific
double
states,
our GDP.
and then we take Vermont and Maine and New York. We don't take New Jersey. We don't want to like dirty ourselves with something like that. Yeah, so we'll take the Pacific coast all the way to California, and then we'll take Maine and Vermont because they're like pretty much Canadians. And yeah,
I'm in.
Why is cultural homogeny a good thing?
It's
is
not.
that what you're arguing indirectly?
no,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I don't actually care that much about cultural homogeneity. It's a meme, right? The
Yeah.
the Snow White, Vermont, Maine, and Scandinavian people, right? The
Yeah,
the people that
somebody
actually
was
live in Vermont
arguing.
and Maine are homogenous because they're all like in their 70s.
The question is, who can you make a good argument to annex? Okay. The truth is,
It would have to be all the northern states, right? Everyone around the Great Lakes because they do a shit ton of production, right? We have to take all the Great Lakes, and then we have to take everything like just make a straight line to the Atlantic.
Set me free,
But like,
Oh, fuck.
where are you from?
Minnesota.
You know, we can include Minnesota. They've been going
Yeah.
through some tough times.
Set me free.
okay. We're doing pretty Gucci here, okay? Where's 80 now? Okay. Fucking hell.
Minnesota is a open air prison.
Oh, man. Why is ice even there? Bro, where's the border? Where's my border, bro? Where's my border? Okay.
So this is where I am. If you really must know.
Ooh,
Dude, you're getting doxxed.
Gigadox.
That shit is crazy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're
Zoom
doxing.
into Trans Island. Zoom into Trans Island, dude. That's where I live.
I don't know.
It's
If
still
I
funny because like 2 of my first relationships were with trans girls, and I live on Trans Island, which is just a coincidence.
Trans
So that's just like a
Island.
funny thing. Yeah, there's a
That's,
street in Montreal called Trans Island.
That sounds unhinged, man. I'm sure it's true.
I think search Trans Island in the search bar.
Bro.
Did you get any pregnant, or did you not try hard enough? Oh no, we wore a condom. I remember my dad telling me, make sure to wear a condom because you don't want any kids accidentally. And he's an older guy. I don't think he can comprehend, so I just like nodded at him, and I'm like, okay, thanks, Dad.
Oh yeah, the Cumming Center. Oh yeah, we're getting based. Okay, we're getting based. Oh, and the Holocaust Museum. Okay, we got it all. We
Dude,
got
that
it
is
all.
like the most giga
That-
Jewish community.
That
There's a fucking Holocaust museum. There's a fucking Jewish school. There's a trans island, dude.
Bro.
That shit
This is-
cray.
This
Also,
is
if you
the.
go like a little bit more to the right, there's a straight Queen Mary. There's a fucking weed store and an SAQ, like walking distance from each other. SQDC and then SAQ. I think that thick road there, that's Queen. No, that's Coates and Catherine. Go a little bit more to the right. There's another thick road you're looking for.
Thick.
Okay, continue these. Okay, yeah, that big goth one, the big chunker on there, and I go closer to DeCarry, so a little bit lower.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then across from it, there's the SAQ. All the way in the corner, lower.
Oh yeah.
There's the SAQ here, and then there's the SQDC over there. And
Bro.
yeah, that shit cray.
I don't know how you do to live into that shit. Holy fuck.
Yeah, dude,
I love my little
Montreal.
city.
I love Montreal too.
Suburbia.
Montreal's fucking awesome.
I'm sure it is.
But I stopped dating trans girls. That shit is not ethical.
Not ethical.
Why not ethical? What?
Because it's a sexual fetish for me, and my relationships aren't really that stable, so it just fucks with them, and it's not healthy. So
Yeah, so it's you protecting them. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if I protect them. It's just
That sounds like such a predator.
yeah. I don't know if I'm protecting
Well,
them.
it's like
I just-
protecting, like it's like protecting, like not
I feel like they
protecting,
have
how
a
do I say
bunch on
this?
their plate, and I feel like getting into a relationship with me is just not going to be beneficial to them because they're just
You're
gonna be-
preventing mishappenings.
Yeah, and besides, now I'm dating a femboy, a cis femboy, and like we're all good.
What
It
the
was a
fuck am I
fetish.
getting into? Oh man.
No. Is that an improvement or well? Okay, it is okay. So is an improvement, maybe. He's older than me, but he also has like fucking 21 or at least 22 or maybe even more of these fucking IKEA sharks. He has like he has like at least 20 of these IKEA sharks. And yeah, like I don't think his parents are going to let me. He lives with his parents. He's still immature in age. I think I would consider him more immature than me, even though he's older than me. And it is an upgrade from my previous ex, but the previous ex, well, there is no upgrade on her. I fucked that up, and it's like a legendary, like, generational fumble. I'm always like, I don't think I'll ever get over that. Good times.
What?
It was the first relationship, and I really liked her, but I fumbled the bag, so.
Yeah, I fumbled my first
is what it
relationship
is.
as well.
Well, I mean,
That's usually how it goes.
I got a fucking kids.
I don't know if that's a fumble, dude. It's like one of the most awesome things ever.
Well, it is awesome. Yes, I love my daughter.
In,
Okay,
in the terrifying way, also in the sense that it inspires awe in you as well.
but
Yes, it's.
let's be
sublime.
honest. Okay, it is a fumble when you end up fucking single parent. Okay, it is a fumble. So it just
I guess.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks Trudeau for being the partner in this. Thank you for all the money.
Exactly.
Without you, I wouldn't be
You're-
here. I would
Mark
be in a
Hardy's
ditch.
actually in a relationship with you, dude. The way he fucking on the heated rivalry thing, he's like, you know what? I wasn't the one who authorized the money for this, but I'm the government now, so I'm gonna be celebrating this.
good.
It's like the same shit, dude. I mean, I didn't authorize the money for you, but I'll be taking advantage of it, dude, because I'm the government.
That was
Oh,
so based.
baby.
Oh man.
Like U.S. fascist state kills people. Canada makes gay porn, and everyone is happy.
Yes.
And then like everyone is fucking glazing each other for making gay porn. Dude, that shit is absolutely wild.
Oh,
I
this
like-
was funny. This was an amazing culture shock. So while we were in Norway and we were staying in Oslo near the Fredrikstad moat, like that fort there. We were watching TV. It was me and my siblings, and we were watching TV. Grandfather was asleep on the couch. The episode of Big Bang Theory ended, and then I thought it was like a commercial or something, but then I realized, nope, it was a gay porno, and then my grandfather woke up. Then
Rock hard,
we realized
your
immediately,
grandfather.
wait, what is this?
This reminds me of nixos.com. Are you familiar?
Nixos.com. I know
yeah,
the OS, but
Go to
Don't
Nixos.
go to fart.gay. Fart.gay is really interesting. I was trying random.gay sites just to see what I could find. Fart.gay was certainly something.
Maple syrup. Did you go to nixos.com?
I'm not sure that I want to. Should I on stream?
It's NixOS, not on stream. It's nixos.com. I mean, how
Not
bad can
on
it possibly be, dude? Also,
I, I like
uh,
the not on stream.
I wanna use it now.
Enjoy-street.com.
I sometimes preemptively comment on my PR, but it'll be like it's like a
What?
300-line PR, like a pull review. And I'm replying to what he said in the chat about how someone wrote like 1 billion comments. I don't write 1 billion comments, but I'll definitely write comments on some of the like lines that I'm writing, and just to like preempt some questions.
Oh, that reminds me, there's a distro called YIF OS.
A district.
Yes, a Linux distro called YIF OS.
Dude, a 9,000 line PR, dude, that shit is crazy. I feel like the limit should be 1,000. Once it's over 1,000, dude, you have to split your shit up, dude.
9,000 lines? What?
Link it. What language is it?
Alright. I'm gonna get the fuck out. Was fun speaking to you all. So, because most of you are fucking gay, don't get
Who?
AIDS. Bye.